So if you're not here, get here. Although
Yeah, if you're not here, get here.
You won't hear that because you're not here.
You're gonna be missing out.
Ooh.
Stereo mix, son. You hear that?
Yes. It's making me dizzy.
My ears. You ever realize how you don't use both ears like you should be?
Hey, what if Oh yeah, they can't pull us like right away, right?
Nah.
Okay. I was gonna say like
live, this will work.
I was gonna say like what if like as soon as we start they just pull us?
It's just like axe our stream.
And then and we think we're live, but we never are. How many songs do you think are titled Monument?
That's a good question.
Like,
you know, there
across
was never an album titled California until Blink made that super shitty album.
Did they do that on purpose?
How has an album never been titled California?
Dude, we should think of song titles that have nothing to do with anything, but they've never been song titles before. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we go to Spotify, start typing one letter. S, right, and then what comes up, like, you know, and then once we get to something, we're like, okay, what are the words that aren't present here? Then we can name songs that titles, you know.
Styrofoam,
Scuba Steve. That's probably
Scuba. I bet you anything there is a Scuba Steve song. Scuba Steve. There's an artist.
No song though. Playlist, no.
You're right, dude. I can't believe there's no Scuba Steve song.
Cool. So that's track one.
That's track one. All right.
Let's type in the letter F.
F is for family. Hey, Pseudo feature. The sound of Dallas indie. The sound of Texas pop punk. Spotify, you don't know me at all. I hate pop punk, and I hate music.
No, that's what's featuring Pseudo Future.
Oh man, I hope not.
So you guys are on that playlist.
Near 95, we played with them before.
You're Texas pop punk.
Man,
how do you feel?
I don't like that at all. I don't want to be a part of any goddamn pop punk list.
Yeah, Texas pop punk sounds a lot like funky alternative.
I wonder if I can okay, let's see this. Let's do artist.
Ode to Madness.
Oh, no.
Dude, my eyes just went straight there, dude.
But we're not pop punk though. I guess that song's poppy. Like we got some pop elements, but we're not pop punk, right?
It's fast paced, so
it's sounds like a fast paced pop punk song, so that's where it goes.
It's got guitars.
It does got guitars. Hey, welcome back to Idiotsyncratic Big Ass episode 93.
Bam, bam.
93 episodes, dude.
93, dude.
Do you ever think we'd be here? You ever think we'd survive this long? Like, just in life. Like, we'd still be alive by this point. Did you think that would happen?
By 93?
Yeah, by 93.
Shit.
We're almost as old as your grandpa was.
Yeah. Actually, we might be already. I don't remember exactly when, but I just remember he was old AF. I know he was, like, older than 90.
Yeah. But not quite 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he could have been anywhere between, like, 92 and 98.
Yeah.
I don't think he was 99. That seems pretty like.
This is basically.
Like, you're almost
it's
there.
Basically
you're almost there.
Yeah.
Just missed it.
I can't believe we done made it this far, dude. It's insane. We got the Twitch stream working. We got this thing over here.
7 more episodes and we'll be fucking film roll.
Centurions. I know. No. Because our 100th episode is not going to be us crying into a live stream talking about how much we appreciate everybody that's been on the show. Immediately after we have completely torpedoed the show and burned all the bridges of everybody that had been on said show.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun episode.
Sorry I opened up that can.
How dare you open that can in front of me? What did I say about that? I don't like that scent. Now you're stinking up the room with that scent.
Yeah, I think people like when you rage, though. So
that's true. He did just have his baby, though. So congrats.
Oh, congratulations,
man.
Aaron Gomez.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Congrats, man.
Is he a boy or a girl?
I think it's a girl.
I say, is he a boy or a girl?
Is he a... Actually, that's the safest way to say it nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think so.
No, I think you're supposed to say they.
Is they a girl?
What they is.
Hey, what they is?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Like I'm trying to be...
Just trying to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neutral gendered.
Yeah.
Or whatever. What is it called?
You got one of them non-binaries or this is just one of them regular old kids?
Have you seen those videos? I heard it on like the most recent Rogan of episode of Rogan where they're at some kind of rally or whatever, and the speaker is trying to just get things going. You know how like at meetings with a bunch of people, they'll be like, "All right, here,
You guys like airline food?
does anybody have questions? Okay," and then they'll be like, yeah, addressing the thing, like, you know, and they talk funny. Well, like one of the people was like, man, what was he saying? Okay, I forgot what one said, but then this other guy right after that was like, please stop using gendered language to address us.
I did see that, dude.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, it was like way bigger than like a town hall because it was televised.
Oh, was
like
it?
It was almost like a Senate hearing or something because there was a podium, there was a shit ton of people.
I didn't see it. I just heard Rogan playing it.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you so good.
Joe Rogan.
Let's see.
Get it because it's bald.
It was on Twitch. I mean, not on Twitch. Why am I saying that? It was on Twitter.
Dude, all this shit's getting like stuck in my brain,
is
dude.
what I'm trying to say.
Oh, Reddit.
There's so many different types of things now that we have to keep. We got to keep an eye on.
I thought you had it right the third time.
Nope. Well, the third time, yeah. How would we even type it in? Can you please use
Twitter?
Can you please not use?
You typed a Y. That's close to a T.
Gendered. What was it? Gendered language.
Yeah.
Because I think she was like, "Hey, can you guys shut the hell?" Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Democratic Socialist Convention.
This is it right here, dude. It was only 50 seconds.
It's those
if we
damn
want
commies.
to defeat capitalism, we are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism.
Yeah!
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload.
Was, yeah.
There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum?
Did he get up and go to line to say that?
Thank you, comrade.
Yeah. Look, they're all.
Is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
Because she said, okay, you guys, or what?
Because he said, "Hey, hold on for a second, guys, hold on for a second," and then he was like, "I'm prone to sensory overload, like every other human being that has senses." Yes.
What the fuck is...
Stupid idiot. By the way, we got Mr. Martin Buendia, Herrera, Guerrera,
what's up, Inigo
Martinez, Gonzalez, Gomez on the chat today. What's up, buddy? How are you, man?
Your face looks so dumb.
I'm looking right into the camera, too. Yeah. So you're going to watch yourself do that now, too.
Ah, shit.
The stream's a little bit behind, like the tiniest bit behind. But what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Thanks for restreaming us. That's what it's called, right? It's not called hosting.
Oh, hey, look.
It's called restreaming. We made it. Is he on?
I don't know.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, he was.
Raw was?
Oh, never mind.
He didn't chat.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, boy? But yeah, that's I love shit like that because it's the most like derailing thing in the world. You have all these people with these. It is a farce. You have all these people with like these. They're just white knighting, right?
Views
for something that they don't.
I think so.
I don't think they actually care about it, but they care that they have to care about it, and that makes them care about it.
I think if they actually cared about the issue at hand, they would care more about getting shit done for what they're actually there for instead of just pointing out what the fuck is bothering them.
Please, I have sensory overload. Don't use gendered language.
We're all friends here. We're the same political whatever the hell, you know?
Yeah. By the way, Justyn Gomez, he, him.
Okay. Alex, Pseudo, them, they.
It's going to be really hard to do a podcast with you then. My they.
I do identify as a brother.
Oh yeah?
He's in what?
Oh, it's Bernice. Oh, that's Martin's wife. His wife?
Oh.
Oh, what did she say? On mobile Twitch, it's about 12-second delay. On desktop, about 5-second delay.
Yeah, because it has to travel through the airwaves.
Yeah, it's
got to go to the telephone tower.
Yeah,
up to the satellite.
You know how this works.
Down to the phone.
Down to the phone.
Yeah.
Bam.
And then it takes a couple of seconds for the pixels on your phone to like turn into the image.
To reorberate.
Yeah.
And there you go.
And then it's us, and then bam.
Then bam. There you go. That's how it works.
Then bam.
Oh man, I can't believe it's big ass episode 93. It's insane. that crazy?
What? Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Big episode 93. On today's big ass episode, your boy's here. Oh, by the way, it's me, your boy, hosting today's episode because that's what I do. All right.
Yeah.
It's not any different than it's ever been. We're 93 episodes in. Why do I have to keep explaining this to you?
Some say it's the only thing you're good at.
Some say.
Yeah.
I've never heard who is saying that, but I'm picturing that some are saying that.
Other people say that the only thing you're good at is drumming, and only drumming.
I'm sure other people are saying that too. I see. I don't know enough about the opposite to know that that's not the case, right? So I'm just gonna have to assume that's the case.
Yeah. And that's a good point.
Did you use
That's a
gendered
very good
language a
point.
second ago too?
Yeah, you said you identify as he.
Oh, you're right. I did.
So
I said he, him.
I'm using your chosen.
Actually, right now I'm Zim.
Shit.
So fix it. Fix your shit right now.
Yes, sir.
And with me is that little
Zer?
boy over there. Zer. Is Zer one?
I think so, right?
It's got to be because you can't call everybody a Zim.
Invader Zim.
How you doing, Zim? Yeah, how you doing, Zim?
Yeah,
There's got to be the other version of it, right?
I think Zer is the thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I trust you.
I've heard it.
But is that the her version of Zim?
I think it could be either one.
Oh, it's fluid.
So yeah, that's why it's.
So even the verbiage is fluid.
The Z is like a question mark.
Yeah. Why don't they just all have question marks?
It's like an unknown.
Just put a question mark there
Because
instead.
question mark is too long to say.
I'll just be like, hey,
You.
your coffee's ready.
Oh, dude.
Can you hurry up,
I almost
please?
said use guys.
Ah.
That'd be a fuck up.
Yep. You'd have been called out in that gigantic, whatever kind of meeting that was.
You know, so I guess some people expect you to, anytime you introduce yourself, ask people's pronouns too. Like not just announce
Hey,
your own, but
how you doing? What's going on? What's your pronoun?
yeah, like that. I wonder where those people are though, like Portland or something.
Yes. Yeah, they've got to be like the most blue states, blue cities. LA. This is definitely going to be one. Portland, Oregon for sure.
Who that?
There he is. It's Marty B. Got you on, my man. He said my drumming is basic. It's the first time I've heard that before, but you know what? It's his opinion, so he should have it. Hey, do you go by he, him, or should we go by something else?
Wait, that's Marty B.
That's Marty B right there, dude.
And
That's
who's
him
the
right
first one?
The first one is his wife. That's his waifu.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support.
They're tag teaming the episode for us today, helping us out with all these chats. There's just too many chats. I'm surprised we picked only y'all's chats out of the hundreds of thousands we got.
Millions of
Hundreds of thousands we got rolling in right now.
Billions and billions.
And billions. And yeah, on today's big ass episode, we're going to be getting into rapey heroes.
Rapey heroes. I got this. Batman.
Why do you think that? No, it's not it, but why do you think that?
Because he's dark. Dark
Excuse
Knight.
me?
Dark Knight, you know?
And there's something rapey about that, or?
Well, when do rapes happen, Justin?
That's a good point.
At night.
That's a good point. 100% of all rapes happen at night.
Come on.
Yeah, that's just stats.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
No, really though, I would say Zorro because do you remember like he's like fighting they're sword fighting and he like takes her clothes off and then they just start making out?
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck just happened?
Did you just get up in that by threat of sword?
Yeah. But he was so charismatic about it, she didn't care, she fell for it.
Yeah.
She's like, I will kill you myself. And he was like, you can try. I take your clothes off. and then she's like, no, I will escape. And he's like, kiss me.
She's like,
I fell in love.
There you go. That's how love works in France. I try to combine
Spain?
French and France. Oh yeah.
I thought you tried to like fencing.
The accent keeps throwing me off. Yeah. But I mean, it's like a French thing, right? I was gonna be like, check out my baguette.
Yeah, I always thought that fencing was like the coolest sword fighting with the gayest sword.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's basically like an antenna.
Yeah,
right.
Like, why does your sword fucking flop when you
if
you swing it too hard? It like.
Apparently, though, that thing will mess you up.
Well, yeah, I know.
Slap.
I'm sure.
Like, cut your jaw.
I'm sure a lot of stuff will mess
cut
you
your
up.
jaw off, dude. Like
yeah.
that.
Also, it has like such penetrating power. That's what the real thing is.
But if you do it too fast, it's probably gonna flop and just like bend on somebody.
No, you have
right?
to have like real good technique.
Yeah.
So
you gotta go against the flop.
Lunge with your body
against
and stuff.
the flop, right?
The footwork is real important.
Yeah,
you know
the bounce, right?
Yeah, so you can lunge.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't get all the parries and stuff.
Robbie's fencing right now. You know that?
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
remember his show? What show is it?
But that's like theater sword fighting.
No, that's a good point.
A little different.
Yeah.
You gotta like play to the camera or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You're not actually trying to kill each other up there.
Yeah.
I mean, why would I pay money to go see that if you're not trying to kill each other?
When he posted that, I literally thought to myself, do I want to join local theater or try to on the off chance that I might get a sword fight scene someday?
You should only audition for like ancient Roman shit.
Oh, dude.
Gladiator shit.
Oh, 300? Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Dude. Why have they not made that?
And
play?
they make you like the Hunchback. Like you're perfect for
shit.
this role. Like you look at your it's your
shit.
cadence, and you're just like, can I please just be one of the? I'll be one of the ones that dies.
Please, sir. I have my father's shield.
I don't understand why you're saying that right now.
Yeah, and then I go to fucking Xerxes, and I'm like, they're over there.
Yeah, there you go. See, pitch perfect, dude. It's like you're born for the role, my man.
Yeah.
But no, those aren't rapey heroes. I mean, those are kind of rapey heroes a little bit. Yeah, but not the rapey heroes I'm talking about.
Oh, 302. There's a kind of a rapey scene.
Is there? I haven't seen it.
I think.
Doesn't that guy with the eye patch come back, Beric Dondarrion, and then they beat the Xerxeses?
I don't actually remember, but I remember a very questionable sex scene. You know, started out a little questionable, then got a little bit more consensual towards the middle of it. You know what I'm saying?
Might have been rape. Might have been rape.
I know.
Yeah.
You know,
Was he a hero though?
I'm thinking back. I think he was the protagonist. But he was.
Hey, back then was that actually rape,
though? He's boning the bad girl though.
Oh, there you go. So that's just
the bad.
It's
It's
just war.
Yeah, it's part of.
It's just war. So
yeah,
he's the good guy, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So
I don't remember the context.
Are we on board with this, or is this?
Well, I'm not gonna put my stamp on anything, bro. My stamp stays. Who that?
Someone's
Do you know who that
some
is?
vomit emojis. I have no idea who that is. Hey, welcome to the chat, my man. I can't even read your name. Brand something. Oh my God, is that Brandon? Is that Brandon Carlos? Are you on the chat and not on the show? No, it's not. It's
Bram
B.
Broden.
Oden. Yeah, Bram Broden.
Wow, he's really sick, or her, or them.
Oh yeah, shit. We don't want to assume. What's going on, dude?
Zay is really sick right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it.
Hope you get better. Drink a Topo Chico, maybe some. Yes. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Zimzer. That's what it
Topo
was.
Chico.
Topo Chico. I think it was the Topo Chico who's saying yes to, but no, those aren't the rapey heroes I'm talking about. But I guess we'll get into it when we get into it.
Yeah, because I'm all over the place, and Batman.
There's a lot of rapey heroes.
Pseudo.
That's the message I'm getting right now, and it's shocking.
See, I think it's just like when you're so dashing and you're so amazing that you just are steady saving bitches all the time that you tend to be like,
you're gonna love this then.
I'm so charismatic, you know what I mean? So that they just assume consent, which, let's be honest, is rape. It's your boy Sunglasses. Oh,
there he is.
It's Brand.
It is him. Oh, by the way, Brand was supposed to come on today, like the stupid bitch he is. He went out and he was supposed to reprise his role today because he couldn't do it last week because he forgot. And you know what he did? That ugly son of a bitch went out and bought gas station sushi and caught food poisoning. And so now he's just sitting in bed, rolling around in his own green vomit.
Nah, I think he's hungover and because he's a bad friend.
That's also a good point.
Also, no to gas station sushi.
Why would you do that, Brandon? God.
I went hard on the paint on some sushi yesterday, bro.
We did too. We went to Piranha.
We went to that Revolver sushi place.
Where's that at?
In Carrollton.
Is that the one you took us to last time? Or was that the ramen place?
I
think
don't
you took us
remember.
to that ramen place. Did they have sushi there?
It could have been either of those things.
I don't even know, dude.
They both have ramen and sushi at both places, so it's hard to say. But the one has a conveyor belt that goes by your table, and you take the plates off.
Is it a buffet?
No, it's conveyor belt.
Yeah. But I mean, like, do you pay by the plate or? Is
Yeah. You slide the plate in, like, in your table. There's like a little slot, and you put it in. Counts for you, and then there's like a little screen that has like a little story that happens like with so many plates, and you can win like a little.
This is in Carrollton.
You can win like a little shitty keychain if you eat enough plates.
Oh, like one of these.
Yeah, shittier.
Yeah,
because it's not like something cool. It's like a sushi roll or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd rather win like a free actual sushi roll than a sushi roll keychain.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how hard I was going until don't do it. Ooh, Firehouse subs.
I didn't drink nothing. He ate Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs goes hard.
Yeah, super expensive, and it'll bring the shit out your ass and the shit out your mouth.
Not me. I love Firehouse Subs. So we were with a couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the male of this couple was a little bit bigger than me, right? So I thought he could eat a lot, right?
Mm.
And Natalie can't eat sushi because she's pregnant, right? So she had a bowl of ramen.
Stay away from that mercury, dude.
We're keeping our plates, right, to see like what's split the check or something. But apparently we didn't have to do that. But anyways, by the end of it, they had eaten collectively 15 plates. So like every plate has like 2 rolls, or some of them have 4 rolls, depending on like what kind of roll it is. They ate 15 plates, and then I was like, oh yeah, and they stacked all theirs together, so it looked like they had a bunch, and like I had like 2 stacks, and it didn't look like that much. And then I put mine in, and I ate 10 plates by myself.
Oh my God.
So I felt fat, you know what I'm saying?
But there's only like 2 to 4 rolls per plate.
Yeah, and I felt pretty shitty afterwards too, because I was like,
This is heavy, right?
bloated.
Oh yeah.
I was full. And then we got like this shaved ice stuff. It's like, because in Carrollton, they got that whole hub of Asian places.
I'll never go there.
Do you say you will never go there?
I said I don't never go there.
I will never go there.
I will never go there.
You still need to pay me a booking fee even though I'm sick. Look in our contract.
Oh shit, that might be in our contract.
Brand, you're a bad friend. How about that?
You know what?
2 weeks in a row.
I don't know enough about our contract to dispute that, so I'm just gonna pay him for it.
Oh yeah.
Raul's on.
He
We
says,
got
have
Raul
your
on.
money
He
ready.
says, please have my money ready for next week. Boy, all I have to do is bet against you in literally anything. I could bet against you that the sky is blue, or that the sky is not blue, and I would still win.
Hey, Raul.
I would win. Anytime anybody bets against Raul Alvarez, they always win every time.
No, I'm guessing some fights happened last night. Can you fill me in on what you're talking about, please?
Was it UFC 1700,000?
Yeah, who beat who? So broad, you know what I'm saying?
It's abroad.
Yeah. Have my money ready. For what?
I still don't remember what those fights were that we.
Because
we
why? I forgot too.
But I think he said it's next week, right? The fight's next week is what he said. So he's
okay.
coming on so we can see what happened.
Oh, so we can give money.
So he can give us our money.
Okay, so nobody owes any money at this moment in time.
It's not blue. It's a refraction of light. Go throw up.
What is he
That's a
even
good one,
talking
right?
about?
Am I right, brother? Yeah, brother.
In your face,
In
brother.
your face.
Or sister.
Yeah, go throw up. Am I right? But no.
Yeah, you don't even have a girlfriend. I don't know why I yelled more to the camera than the mic.
Have I met her twice? Oh, he said he didn't know what fight it was.
I've met her 0 times.
The card that we bet on is next week. All right.
Cool.
Have my money ready. Not in pennies, not in quarters, not in nickels, not in Canadian pennies, not in Austrian pennies. I want it in cold, hard cash. All right?
Not in Zin, not in Zinny,
Not in, not in yen.
not in
No.
rupees,
No, none of that.
ruples.
No ruples. Maybe rubies. You can give it to me in rubies.
Rubies would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be fine. You give me like a satchel of rubies. And you, my man, are talking about what would you do? Black Notebook?
Mm-hmm.
Death Note?
Yeah, you got it. Oh. I'm surprised we haven't talked about Death
Your
Note
boy's
yet.
good. Wait, we haven't?
No, we haven't.
Oh, I thought this was like
thought we
an update.
haven't.
I don't know.
Pretty sure we haven't. I didn't check the archives, but I'm pretty sure we haven't.
I've stopped checking the archives, and I'm just hoping for the best.
Okay, well, if we've talked about this before, it's been a long ass time, so
Yeah. What'd you be like last week?
no, I would remember.
I don't know, dude.
You would also recap it.
I don't know, dude. Maybe I just didn't do a good job on the recap. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we haven't even done that yet.
What about Death Note? Just like Death Note entirely? Did you go back and rewatch it, or
Oh yeah, I
or
remember.
read it, or what?
No, I didn't. But somebody brought it up, and I was thinking about it.
How brilliant it is.
Oh, it was actually on the Logan Paul podcast. They brought it up, but
yeah.
they didn't know what the fuck it was. But yeah, I was thinking about like the whole like what would you do of it? You know, we haven't talked about that.
Oh.
You know how Raul did with Walking Dead.
Right.
So I should have been like, it's about Death Note, but you know, it's not about Death Note.
What? It's and then we finally get to it, and he's like, but what would you do is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's not what that lean in that eyebrow means.
Yeah, that is what it means.
We weren't even close to what you were trying to say. Let's see. Brandon's throwing up again. He also said, maybe we don't exist. Cold hard American Lincoln pennies. No.
Yeah.
Raul says, Alex, we beat Pettis.
We bet.
Oh, we bet Pettis versus Diaz, and Justyn and I bet on DC versus Stipe.
Yeah, I took Pettis. I remember that. And I think you got DC.
Oh. I like Marvel.
Yeah. Well, I think you bet on DC this time around.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trusting y'all. Like I said, if I don't know enough about it, I'm just going to trust everybody that says anything even remotely close to it.
Probably what you should
probably
do. It's probably the wise
smartest
decision.
thing to do. So before we talk about those interests, we're going to talk about last week's big-ass episode 92, Musso Linguini.
Who said that, by the way?
I think I did.
Mm.
Maybe. It's a dadism.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked about Rasputin.
You combined your favorite dictator.
My two
your
favorite things in this world,
yeah,
Mussolini and
whatever he is.
Linguini. Yeah.
Whatever political, whatever he is. Yeah, you talked about Rasputin's bitch ass.
His big-ass, long-ass dick.
Hey, did we even talk about his dick?
Yeah, we
think we
sprinkled
forgot
it.
to.
No, we sprinkled it like
Okay.
every other thing. Like, he also had a big dick.
Yeah. 13 inches, they say.
13 inches?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Which I would say.
Oh, you said it was cut off and they
I don't
had
know
it
if
like
it's confirmed. I don't even know if that's
in a
true.
museum.
But that's what I heard, yeah, that it's in like a jar of formaldehyde in some fucking Russian museum
Yeah.
somewhere. But who would want to see that?
Well, it's a 13-inch dick. I would.
Also, circumcised?
I doubt it. Back in that day, dude, if you got circumcised,
It's like a giant sandworm.
they amputate you from the dick down, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're going to botch it
Wait, but this was like 1900s.
in
No,
Siberian Russia.
He was born late 1800s, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he like
Came to power 1900s.
yeah, like early World War I is when he came into power. But like, I mean,
He shot Franz Ferdinand.
they're not gonna circumcise you as an adult in Siberian Russia. They're just gonna cut your
Oh
dick
yeah,
off.
because you'll get gonorrhea
Yeah, you might get the scurvy.
scurvy.
You never know.
Eat some oranges. Take some oranges with you to Siberian.
You bleed from your dick gills.
Russia. 'Cause,
Yeah.
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 All they have is turnips or something.
Yeah, that's their medicine. That's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Siberian Russia, turnip POU.
Yeah. We also so like my main point for bringing Rasputin on was his death and how he survived an assassination attempt previously.
A bunch of them.
Yes, the one right before that, like a knife to the gut.
It was an
basically.
amalgamation of. Oh wait, his actual death though was an amalgamation of
all of his
yeah.
Previous attempts, basically.
Pretty much.
He'd been
yeah.
shot like 4 times. He'd been apparently like slit open too. They threw
Poison.
him.
They tried to poison him. Like,
and he just kept eating the cakes or whatever and drinking the wine.
it seems like poison was like a common thing back then because like they kept trying to poison him. They're like, it's not working. Try harder.
Yeah.
You know? He's
Poison him harder. Hurry.
And he's like, I eat poison for breakfast.
Yeah. And what's the only thing he said was like, my stomach is heavy and I feel heavy.
He did say something, right?
Something
but it was
ridiculous,
something weird.
like-
It was like, yeah,
I'd be like,
it's a little spicy.
not too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then they shot him like 4 times.
Yeah.
Then they rolled him up in a carpet and then they threw him over a bridge into a Siberian Russian river where some say
He's still there. No, some say he escaped.
Some say he made it out of there. Some say Rasputin still alive today.
It is Donald Trump
It's Donald J. Trump. I've always heard Trump had a weird looking toe dick.
because he's immoral.
That's why.
I mean, immortal.
it works either way.
Yeah.
So that's Rasputin. That's his life. If you want to read about it, don't bother. Just listen to the episode. We got it all
Yeah,
covered. for you.
we covered all the bases
Especially
pretty
his
much.
13-inch dick, which I just learned today.
He had a horn because
yeah.
he was so evil that he had a horn.
Started protruding from his upper face.
Turned out to be the wrong poison. Just turned him into a llama.
I
think that's what it said.
Oh, I get it now. The Emperor's New Groove is based off of Rasputin's life.
You threw off my groove.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I'm just thinking about it. They need to
Yzma.
they need to make a
I always wish I could do that guy's voice, but I can't.
Yzma. I can't. Just be Joe Swanson. I wish they
Yeah.
made a Disney version of Rasputin's life.
Yeah, the Anastasia.
No. He's the bad guy. I
No,
want
no,
I
no.
want a comedy.
Or-
I want a Emperor's New Groove
Or
Rasputin.
one where he's the protagonist.
Yeah.
You see him like getting made fun of as a little kid and you feel bad for him.
Maybe all the shit that we've heard about him, all the bad shit, maybe it is propaganda, like you were saying.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll get the real story from Disney.
Yeah.
We can trust Disney.
You know, they've been known to give us the real story.
We can trust them, dude. By this point.
Historically.
Yeah, we can trust them. And then Alex talked about Once Upon Brad Pitt's dog.
Yes, I did. Brad Pitt's dog is awesome.
Yeah. One of the best parts of the movie. In Russia, river throw you. That's true. Rasputin's New Groove. There we go.
There you go. You got the title.
Let's get what's his name?
Let's get it green lighted.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Let's get Steven Spielberg on it.
No, who's the guy? The Guardians guy that got
James Gunn.
Yeah, let's get James Gunn on
The
this.
one that reviewed Gag and gave it a positive rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say? It was like a romp or something?
Yeah, he said a fun, vicious romp through hell. Look out because you'll come.
Oh, where's Don't Come Yet, dude? He's the worst moderator ever.
I know. Our mod is not even on the episode today. It's almost as if it was a bad idea to make a random chatter a mod.
A random stranger a mod?
I don't think it is, though. Cause
What did you say, Trapper?
No, I said chatter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about because he's French Canadian and they, historically they were fur trappers back in the day.
I should have said that. I should have thought of that. Should have thought of that, yeah.
Is that racist to call a French Canadian a trapper?
That's an occupation, bitch.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a very lucrative occupation, too.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I went on to Cinema Soapbox yesterday.
Cinema
right?
Soapbox.
I filled in for Josh.
Josh Potter?
He was out being in jail and shit, apparently.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. We don't
is
know.
True real life?
True blue real life. So I was on the show yesterday, filled in for him. Some would say that, I was the best guest they ever had.
Yeah.
Actually, I think a lot of people would say that. I was just charismatic. I was funny. Got a big swinging 13-inch dick.
Are they known to have guests?
They are.
Oh.
Now.
I'm the first and only and also the best.
I'm also the best. Yeah, you got a list of people, and I'm right there at the top.
That actually checks out because I have never been on, so
So?
I can only imagine that nobody else has besides you.
There you go. I mean, how many other friends does Robbie actually have?
That's a good point.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
They'd invite Brand on, but he'd be thrown up all over the place and eating gas station sushit and shit.
And just not showing up.
And just not forgetting about it.
I forgot. I'm a bad friend. I'm
exactly.
irresponsible. What are other words?
Gay.
Unprofessional.
Yeah.
Gay.
And gay. Don't forget gay. But apparently, they didn't like the movie, like, at all. And of course, Robbie's critique was it's the worst movie he had ever seen. You told me that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Uh-huh.
The only movie I had ever walked out on was that Prom Night movie. It's like a prom night serial killer or something. And I was like, this is just the worst.
Yeah.
Can't believe I paid money to see this.
I get if it's like so bad that you just would rather be doing something else. But for the most part, I feel like when people are like, this movie's garbage, we're leaving. I'm like, you're not hurting anybody, sir.
Is so insensitive.
They already got your money. So
yeah, it's this one right here, dude. This is the movie I walked out on. The only movie in history that I've ever walked out on was Prom Night.
Prom Night, 2008 film.
Reception. It's got an 8%. Maybe that's why.
Wow.
It was legitimately booty ass.
8% critic score.
Yeah, so out of 100 people, only 8 people liked it. And those people are Brandon Carlos, and Brandon Carlos.
Dude, what a cuck.
What a damn cuck. Am I right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they actually didn't like the movie. I was 100% fully expecting Robert J. Clark to not like the movie. And of course he didn't fail me in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But he did like Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio in like just best friends.
He liked them as best friends?
He liked it. He liked that whole thing. He was like, yeah, they're great together. He said,
well, no shit.
Dog shit script. This. And I was like, oh, come on, man. It's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Even Steven didn't like it.
I always want to be there to like talk to Robbie about stuff. I think the one time though, I was like, I'm glad you're here because I want to hear your words on this so we can have some back and forth. But he was just like,
it's just the worst movie I've ever seen.
Nah, I think on this one he was like, I actually liked it. So
wait,
and I was like, you don't have any? I forgot.
Something that we thought he wouldn't like?
I think so.
Oh.
I forgot what it was though.
Hey, they need some more guests. Maybe reach out to them, see if you can go on cinema or something.
When do they do it?
Saturdays? Yeah, it was Saturday at 5 is when we did it. I don't know. See, Brandon likes it.
I always forget where the camera is. I keep looking at the screen.
He said, Robbie don't know dick about movies. Once Upon a Time was great. Yep. And then Marty says, y'all should make a scene that captures your computer screen so that we can watch your video clips and stuff. My man, that's why we have this analog screen right here with that breathtaking glare right over there too. This is part of the experience. It's like you're in the room with us, my man. I promise you'll be able to see all.
I don't know how to make a screen.
I don't know what a screen is.
These are Coke heads. Y'all can't tell. Must be too far away for them to tell.
They look so shamed too. Like you can tell this guy's obviously not a cokehead.
Dude, they look like they're about to have a LAN party. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, it's esports because this girl's here. She's obviously commentating on it.
Yeah, LAN party. That's where you
get
together and play games.
So yeah, movie. I thought the movie was good.
Korean, Vietnamese.
I didn't think it was great. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I remember. I thought it was boring a lot of the time, but I liked all the character work that was happening. You know, like you really felt for all the characters. Obviously, Brad Pitt and Leo can do no wrong. They're complete animals. And I think that mostly this was a movie for people who are already like enamored with that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was almost like a homage to the time and to like some of the stuff that was happening and some of the mystique of Hollywood in the 60s or whatever.
Yeah. And for the billing.
What?
For the cast.
Oh, right.
Star-studded. All out.
Yeah.
All around.
Robbie don't know dick about movies. Are you talking about Margot Robbie?
Yeah, is that who you're talking about? All right, my man, it's time for some news. How many of you boys is out there like news? You know what I'm saying? I got some real good news for you.
Nudes.
Speaking of circumcisions, it was a real surprise. Man goes to hospital for Botox, receives circumcision.
Oh my God. Is that like a case of like swapped clipboards?
Oh.
You okay? All right. Reel it in, Gomez. Reel it in.
Can you imagine? Imagine this. You go into the...
He gave us a recipe.
Well, check it out. Source window, media sources. Okay, cool. We'll check that out. No glare required. The glare is part of the charm, bitch. Just imagine, all right? You go into the hospital.
Yep.
You're like, I got it. My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
No, wrong. You're like, I got one wrinkle. I can't allow myself to get two wrinkles.
No, but this is I'm going to make it more suitable for us because we're not going to be going in for Botox.
I don't give a
We're
care.
always going to be boys.
I'm going to be young forever.
Exactly. So you're going in and you're like, my chest hurts. Mm-hmm. And then they take you and they're like, you know what? Kind of sick. We're going to have to put you under. We'll take care of you. Don't worry about it.
We're going to clean out your lungs with the tube.
You wake up and they have put new foreskin on you.
Is it weird that you already know just off the bat that I'm circumcised already?
How's that weird? We have a podcast together.
That's true.
Now,
you are too?
Would you? Yes, I was born in the 90s.
I knew that though. Yeah.
I was born in the 90s. It doesn't look like a damn tapeworm. It looks like a Roman god.
Dude, I think
like a Roman god's bicep.
I think there's a whole movement of people not doing it now.
It's weird, dude. Also, I think circumcision isn't it a little like unethical? I don't know what the hell to think about it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want this like flappy wind sail hanging off my. If I have to peel it back to clean it, I'm not gonna clean it. That's if you make it more work for me, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm lazy enough as it is. Don't make it worse for me.
I don't have any opinion on it yet, and I haven't had to make one yet.
This is what this show's about, dude.
No, and
forcing opinions on things that we never thought we'd talk about.
Oh shit, dude! So, do you care about astrology at all? Even just as like a
hilarious, yeah. I think it's like
okay. So, I was reading this stuff. I've never even I've always been like nah, like that, you know. I was but Danny's girlfriend's super into it, and then he has this friend named Karime who's super into it, and she was like, she was
Danny
like,
super into it now?
So far as I could tell, no.
Okay.
I'm sure he humors it though, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But she was like, oh, I could tell you're a Libra. And then I was like really drunk. I was like, why? Because I'm a badass. But she never gave me like a real answer. But then the next day I was sober. I was thinking about it. I was wondering, why could she tell that I was a Libra? So I wanted to look up the Libra stuff. And I was like, holy shit. A lot of it was like, so one of the things it said was that something about, okay, I'm a natural peacekeeper. And another one, I forgot what it said, but I was like, Gandalf to gray area.
Oh, there you
It
go.
said that like I don't make hard stances or something like that. And I was like, it knows me.
It knows me.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it's real. Maybe there's something in the planets and stars aligning that make us who we are personality-wise.
So now I know that like when Venus is retrograde, I have superpowers and that air is my element.
What's my stuff? Did you look me up?
No.
Why wasn't that the second thing you
want
did?
to do that right now?
Yeah, let's look it up.
That's a fun little segment we can do while you finish your news bit.
I think I'm a Gemini. May 23rd is when I was born. Am I a Gemini, guys? Am I a Gemini? Marty says, now we all know it knows. Yep. If you're not circumcised, you ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, going back to the news bit, Terry Brazier, who is a 70-year-old man.
Wow.
Yeah.
He almost made it. He almost made it his whole life with this.
With the foreskin.
His foreskin almost made it.
Almost had it. Had been due to have a cystoscopy, which is a look inside the bladder using a camera probe. He was also meant to have Botox injected into the bladder wall to stabilize the muscles and prevent incontinence. So this is a different type of Botox than we were thinking. I read this article and I completely skipped over that part entirely.
So it was actually for health reasons and not for
medicinal
vanity
purposes. Yeah, Mr. Brazier, who has received 20,000 euros, which is $37,000 in compensation, said he did not realize anything was wrong with his dick. While I added that part just in case you didn't know. While he was operated on under local anesthetic at I'm not going to say where this is. Brazier told the Daily Star they didn't know what to say when they found out they had done it. They'd cut off my dick skin, and I saw them chewing on it like beef jerky. Brazier said that he was distracted by the nurses and didn't realize what was happening until it was too late, until they removed the whole beef jerky. The nurse was at the side of me, and we were talking, so I didn't know what was going on as they were cutting into my dick. It was a real surprise.
Wait, so he was awake?
Sounds like it.
But probably just like local anesthesia.
Oh, yeah. But how do you not feel like getting tugged around, right?
I don't know. I'm sure you just assume that tug and stuff is like part of what
I imagine
they're doing.
they grab the head, like for like an adult, right? They grab the head and they're just like sawing it down. And so that means like tugging it up. And
I imagine they have a mini guillotine that they like insert it into and then they pull a tiny rope and then
and then they put the head back on after?
No, they just only insert the skin part, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know enough about circumcision.
They stretch it through with forceps.
Yeah, there you go. And then they stitch it back.
I always thought forceps were weird because there's only two, like, you know.
So you'd be Twoceps, huh?
I should call it Twoceps, yeah.
The University Hospital said, we remain deeply sorry this mistake occurred. It appears that one of our clipboards got switched out with the...
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh,
kidding.
dude. I was like, dude.
It was listed in a summary of never events, major blunders that should never happen by the Leicester City Clinical Commissioning Group as they switched the clipboards back to where they were supposed to be. Insane. Credits roll.
Fiend.
Yeah. Oh, you guys...
that sounds ridiculous.
Could y'all imagine that?
Well, like, at 70, though, do you think he'd care?
I feel like you could still sling that dick around a little bit, right?
You know what I think, actually? If they paid me $37,000 for, like, a useless piece of skin, I'd be good. I'd be down for it, probably.
Mm-hmm. But, like...
Okay.
But your healing prowess is not where it should be by that point.
That's true, because you're 70 years old. But let me ask you this. If you had your foreskin right now, right, and you're at the prime of your life, sort of.
Give me right now.
All right, like right this second, you have your two skins. And somebody said, I will give you 37 grand to snip that skin off. And you won't have to pull it back and wash under it anymore.
Oh, just for that alone? Dude, I'll give you 37 grand to do it for me.
Right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, cool.
I'm in.
I think it's like we all agree because we both don't have it, but I wonder if somebody who did have it, you know?
Aaron Gomez.
Yeah, maybe we should ask him.
Maybe we should ask him. Get him on the podcast. Not even talk about the film roll stuff. Be like, hey, would you be circumcised?
It knows I'm Sagittarius. Also, I'm a dragon. Lurk.
He's a dragon. All right, did you look mine up? What am I? What's
okay,
Gemini shit?
Boy,
dude?
yeah, you
Tell
are.
me, boy.
You're Gemini. This is way too much. I'm not reading all this.
I am a handful.
Sorry, I just clicked on the first link. I probably should have. Here we go. Positive traits. Positive and always wearing a smile. They are filled with knowledge, wisdom, and know how to find their mission in life if they don't chase for too many irrelevant things along the way.
Sounds exactly like me.
Yeah. Negative traits.
Uh-oh. Let's leave these out.
Distracted. Lost. Seeing the world from an unrealistic perspective and strangely tied to matters of the future when they should be living in the now. They could plan their life away, living in their mind instead of the real world they have tried to run away from.
That sounds exactly the opposite of
That
me.
doesn't sound like you at all, huh?
Yeah.
Like zero.
I guess these retrogrades didn't work this time, huh?
Yeah.
I give that retrograde an F.
Not for you, sir.
Yeah. Not for me. Maybe I'm an anomaly,
Maybe.
you know?
Yep. I wonder if it's like a nature nurture thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So you probably, but judging by the fucking retrograde,
Did I get nurtured out of my retrograde?
You're Jupiter, right? So yeah, you got nurtured away from Jupiter or something.
I'm Jupiter?
Oh wait, your planetary row is Moon, Jupiter, Pluto, and fucking what are these?
In line?
No, like what are these called? Like brackets?
Oh, parentheses?
Parentheses, and then Mercury.
Okay, so if once I hit retrograde, what happens to me?
You get. I think you have superpowers. Like
How many times have I hit
for
retrograde?
like a little bit.
And I've never had superpowers.
I don't know. I'm not a astronomist.
You're the foremost authority in this room, so I'm trusting you on this.
Okay, so when Moon, Jupiter, Pluto in parentheses, and Mercury align,
Wait, why is that in parentheses?
I think because it's not a planet anymore.
Oh, so just cosmic entities.
Yeah,
Okay.
but neither is the moon. So why isn't the moon in
Why is that
parentheses?
right? Yeah, exactly.
Your planetary row has the moon in it.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, but I did see on somewhere that your element is also air. So we have the same element. Cool.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, we're like fucking.
We're like Naruto's.
No, we're like Aang.
Oh, we're like
You know what I'm
Aang's. Yeah. Check this shit out.
I couldn't remember. How weird is it that I couldn't remember the name of the show, but I could remember the kid's name? The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
I don't need your help.
I've never needed you.
Dude, I've been having really bad brain farts, and I think because Natalie's happened again. Pregnancy brain is wearing off on me.
I've never seen you so shocked. You just
I
forgot
know,
what it
'cause
said. You
I
just forgot what the word was.
I forgot
You
the
just-
word. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, you look like you're in
It's
retrograde.
bad. And I had some coffee this morning. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You want some of mine?
Sure. You
You
don't
got some
mind?
of mine? Yeah, absolutely. Here you go, my man.
Cool.
Take some. You know I won't finish it. I'm ready for these beers. I want these beers so bad. You can drink out of my mouth. That's all right.
I'm trying to rotate it. Like I don't know how to. Do you drink left-handed?
Yeah.
Or do you do it like?
Because I'm usually like left hand, and I'm over here like hacking in the mainframe.
Drink like this.
You know, I'm like this. Like I'm dropping wormholes in mainframes and fixing Twitch streams and shit. And then take a quick swig from the cup. It's hot as shit, isn't it?
It's still hot.
I probably should have told you. Yeah, be
This
careful.
thing, dude. Okay,
It's very hot.
Unsponsored plug. These Yeti things work amazing. This shit's been sitting here for like an hour.
Yeah.
And it's still like fresh out the oven.
Yeah. This shit will kill you, dude. It hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I just
mouth-
burnt my oral cavity.
There you go. Oh, are you a retrograde? That's what it sounds like.
Ah, shit.
What you got for news, my man? Oh, you got any final thoughts on?
On what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. My final thoughts is I would do it.
I would do it too, but at 70, what if
Dude.
you could still sling it, dude?
They have to get surgeries and stuff. Even though they can't heal that good, they do it. So, you know what I mean? It seems like a very minor surgery. You know?
I asked Aaron about it one time. I was like, dude, I basically the same question, not
Yeah.
for money though, but I was like, if you had the chance now, would you get that shit snipped
And I
off?
was like, no.
Yeah, he basically said no because the healing process is totally unfit for anybody above like 5 years old because you can't get a boner at all because it will
Oh,
just
no.
tear right open. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it was like you can't get a boner for like 48 hours or something
You
like
want to know
that.
the
I was like,
fastest way to get a boner?
Huh.
Like
Waking up?
Try to think. Don't get a boner.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the table starts lifting.
Yeah, at least like in high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know, if you flex your thigh muscles like as hard as you can, the blood drains out from them and your bone's gone.
That's hilarious.
Promise you it works.
Or what if
I mean, how many times have I had to get up and give a presentation, right?
Yeah, that's what
I'm sitting back there like,
I literally, this is such a ridiculous story, but this is 100% true.
I believe you already.
When I was in high school and I wore like loose pants sometimes, like, you know, maybe basketball shorts or something, and I was like, shit, I have a boner right now, and the bell's about to ring.
Flip it up in the
I have
waistband.
to stand up. That never worked for me.
What?
No, because I would have like
Yeah, me neither. Because then it would just like pop out of the collar of my shirt.
and hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Nah, but so
I'd be like,
and so I'd be like looking at the clock and I'd be like, fuck, there's like 5 minutes left and the bell's gonna ring. I'm just gonna have to sit here and
please
like
go
wait for
away,
my
please
boner to
go
go
away,
down.
Please go away.
So it's so hard to make it go down with your brain too.
Oh yeah, because it just makes it go up even further.
Yeah, because you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at this rock hard dick.
yeah. That was weird. Okay, guys.
But yeah, no, I don't think I could physically do it. I don't know how anybody does it.
Oh, keep it down for 48 hours? Yeah.
Wake up in the morning.
Maybe just have like an ice pack on it the whole time.
That might work.
Sleep with an ice pack.
Yeah, but then it'll shrivel up inside you, and then that's how it heals.
Well, there you go. Problem solved.
There you go. It'll keep you out of trouble.
You could probably also take a bath in like green tea or something. I think that helps with the healing process.
Oh,
You okay? What's wrong with you?
I just imagine it burning.
Why? Green
'Cause
tea heals you.
I don't give a shit. I don't want to put my dick in anything other than water. Anything with any sort of like properties. Wait a minute.
Well,
Is that a Rawlism right there? I'm sorry. Not exactly, but
okay, guys. Brazilian president suggests less pooping to help save the environment.
I'm surprised that India's president's not saying that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, for real. They got an issue over there. Brazilian president, I don't even know how to say this. Jair, I think. Oh, it's probably Jair.
Yair, maybe?
It's Jair.
I think it's Yair, right?
I think it's Jair.
Probably Jair.
Jair Bolsonaro, I think. On Friday, suggests eating less food and therefore defecating less is the answer to some of the world's problems.
Okay, what are the problems then? What are the problems?
I mean, obviously, global warming.
Methane.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pronounced methane.
So is he how many steps from genocide, right?
Bolsonaro has come under fire in recent weeks after data showed increased deforestation of the Amazon rainforest offered the response to a reporter who questioned, there's no punctuation in this, who questioned if it was possible to boost the economy, feed those who are hungry, and save the environment at the same time.
Okay, so his solution to that, like, yes, of course we can do it. We just all have to stop eating and shitting so much.
That actually makes sense because if people are hungry and they eat less, no wait, fuck.
Now keep that thought train going.
Okay, but
I feel like you're there. Like I feel like you're stumbling on
we
it.
can
Like
feed
you're
the
getting
hungry
it.
people because the full people eat less, so they give it to the hungry people, and then in turn those people shit less. Oh, but the hungry people are shitting more now. So
oh yeah, because they haven't been shitting as much.
Mm-mm.
They're like 3 dayers, right? 2 dayers.
Yeah, I can't make this work. I can't make the statement work. Whatever way I try to spin it.
I feel like that's probably like the least of their worries at this point too.
Yeah, probably right.
Don't they have like a massive protest going on right now as well?
I don't know.
I feel like we've covered that before.
I feel like don't they always?
And also
though?
like the roving bandits and gangs that they've got going on.
The favela like people.
Yeah, they could probably use like the shit as like
But they made up
deterrence.
the best jujitsu.
There you go.
So
there you go.
Mm.
I mean, it's
tomato.
Yeah. Which one would you like?
It's enough to eat a little less. You talk about the environmental pollution. It's enough to poop every other day. Bolsonaro said. That will be better for the whole world. I don't get what poop has to do with the environment, though.
Why don't they just use the poop as like manure and then just farm more food Is like food scarcity the issue? I'm still trying to figure out what the issue is.
No, it makes no sense because so like his policies are accelerating deforestation in the Amazon, and it seems like every time they question him about it, they're like, "You're hurting."
We should just eat less.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. He's like, just poop less, and we'll be fine.
Okay, cool. All right, I got it.
And they're like, but you're killing the rainforest, and he's like,
poop less.
Yep. Bam.
Stop eating.
Mm-hmm.
You gluttons. Yeah, makes sense. It's a perfect deflection technique.
Yep. And that's about all this, pretty much it.
Maybe he should eat less. Is he overweight? I'm just guessing. I hope he is, so that joke doesn't go to waste.
I mean, not too bad.
God damn it, my joke was in vain.
Damn it. I'm assuming this is him.
Yeah. I mean, does he look Brazilian?
Hey, what's shittier, my news bits or my mythology corners?
Oh, news bits by far.
Damn.
It's all part of the show. It's part of the charm, man. The show is what the show is, and it will always be what the show was always going to be.
Yeah, if you want like good news, you can just go look at the news.
NPR. Yeah. Hey, don't come yet.
Hey, there you go.
There you are, my man. All right, now I'm going to make you the mod. Now I figured out how to do it, all right? You do it through here, and there's a mod user. Bam! There you go, my man. There you go.
Yeah, don't come yet. Our first ever moderator.
First ever mod, man. That's how you do it. What is this? Open and no, just make this go away. I could do that. No, I'm not gonna report or block him. There you go, my man. There it is. All right, yay. We got our very first mod, my man. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Thank you. He means
mercy,
comma. Thank you. Yeah,
mercy.
You over there playing with your baguette? What took you so long to get here?
Yeah, don't touch my baguette.
All right, my man. You ready to hop into some newsy? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the old man got circumcised, and this guy thinks that poop is deforestation.
What a great news segment we just had, my man. Good job. You ready to hop into some interest and for some of them brews?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Legitimately excited for these brews
Brew
today.
me up, boy.
I'm going to brew you up, dude.
Me
if you want
too.
some more coffee, here. I'm not
drinking.
going to be able to finish.
Cool.
Yeah, I won't be able to finish
Drink it with my left hand like a fucking criminal.
There you go. All right. Whoa, we're back.
Oh, none of that's going to be on the podcast?
Unless you want it on there, my man.
I don't care.
All right, today, I got some brews for us today.
No, I keep looking at them, but I
Don't be
haven't.
looking at this shit.
I haven't looked at them, though.
Quit looking at it.
I haven't looked at it, though.
Don't be looking at it, all
I
right?
glared at it.
There you go, my man.
Can I
Today,
look at it now?
Yeah, you can look at it now. Today we're drinking, this is the, what does that say? The Brewery, Breuery, Mischief. It's a hoppy Belgian style ale. 8.5 ABV, son.
Hoppy Belgian style.
Super stoked about it. I'm going to put this right. Is this too tall?
I've never heard of this either.
This is too tall. Let me see.
I don't think I've ever had a hoppy Belgian style.
I know, right?
Give me an orange wedge.
You see that? Yeah. I guess you can kind of see it. That's what we're drinking today. He says it's green, so it's natural. He's right. He was 100% right about that.
Beer is natural. Beer. Oh, I already did mine.
Beer.
Cheers, queer.
Cheers, bud. Oh, that's so good.
That's delightful.
That is so good.
It tastes like the can looks.
Tastes like summer, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's real.
So the
God,
Belgian
that's
style ale gives me like a little bit of a citrusy thing, going
like
on.
a citrusy afterbirth.
But it's got the hoppiness, and I always feel like a hoppy flavor to me. If I had to imagine it in my mind's eye, is green. Hops are green, so it tastes green. You know what I'm saying? So you mix those two together, you got this natural citrusy hoppy flavor. So it's yeah, it makes me want to touch my baguette.
Hey, don't come yet. What's your favorite local beer? Something that we could probably get here, maybe, but is not going to be like a goddamn Miller or what else do they drink? Blue.
Who?
It's called Blue, right? Isn't that the Canadian the Canadian Bud Light?
I thought
basically?
it was like North, like New England.
Think so?
They got it there.
I
Yeah.
could have sworn there was like a Blue Ice or something.
Blue Light, the Blue and Blue Light.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's a Canadian one, right?
That's like their Budweiser and Bud Light. No, I don't know if it was Canadian though. It was Habs.
The Habs logo. Is that what you like?
Is that
Wait,
a
are
beer?
you a beer drinker, by the way? How old is he?
Oh, he's hosting us. Thanks. Don't come yet. Give him applause.
My man.
Give him some applause.
Yeah, you get some applause, my man. Here you go. So proud of you, my man. Thank you so much. What the hell was that? Oh, yeah. All right, so time to hop into these interesantes. And I think let's go ahead and let me go first because I want to get a little in this before we start talking about a property that I'm in love with, like Death Note.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just like last week, right?
Yeah.
You were super into Rasputin, and I'm like, dude, I'm all about Death Note.
And I was drunk. I was like, you have huge cock.
Yeah, huge cock man. Yeah, him.
Yeah, they tried to kill him a lot of times. Mm-hmm. They didn't fail. They failed.
Dude, this is really, really damn good. All right. So today, my teaser was Rapey Heroes. Okay.
Rapey Heroes.
Rapey Heroes.
We know it's not Batman. We know it's not Zorro. We know it's not the dude from 300.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2.
I think that's all you said, right?
Is that 302?
300, yeah. 302 Dalmatians.
301.
No, today I'm talking about The Boys.
What boys?
Have you heard of The Boys?
Oh, the Proud Boys?
No. The Boys.
The boys are back in town?
The boys, they are back in town, but it's not those boys.
Let's hear it for the boys.
Yeah, let's hear it for the boys, but not those boys. These are The Boys.
Nah, tell me about it.
All right. It is a brand new show.
That's Rasputin with his 13-inch penis.
Baguette is huge. Yeah, that's true. The Boys hockey movie. No, sir. I'm talking about the Amazon Prime original show, The Boys.
Nah, bro.
I had no idea Amazon Prime had original anything, all right?
Wait, is that a knockoff Wonder Woman?
Yes, dude. It's the best thing ever. So it's like a satire like on like DC and Marvel Comics. The main character, the Superman.
Wait, is that Steve Rogers?
The Superman is his name is Homelander. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, let's go. I'm gonna play the trailer for you. But basically, it's like a satire on superheroes, like the big ones. Like they're called the Seven. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they're basically either the Justice League or the Avengers. Basically, yeah. And they are. It's as if superheroes existed in real life, like here in the world that we live in. Okay. Everybody's already used to them. They're like they're stars basically. Like they've got merchandising rights and everything. But they're also human at the same time. So there's a lot of Me Too shit that goes on with some of them raping other people because they have their star status. There are some of them that enjoy killing people even though they're like supposed to be like this shiny, squeaky clean person. If they get in a room like away from everybody else with a criminal, they'll just basically torture them to death because they love doing that type of shit. It is insane.
I'm not plugged in.
You're not plugged in right now, man. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
I don't care.
Yeah. It is like one of the coolest shows that I've ever seen just because of the realism. And they're not the boys. That's the Seven. The Boys are just regular people that have all been affected in some way, collateral damage wise, by these superheroes. So what they are is they're almost like a CIA like military hit squad of just regular people. Yeah. And they're the heroes. Yeah, they're the heroes of the stories. The villains of the stories are the superheroes.
Oh, dude, that's genius.
Isn't that badass? My
mind is blown.
I'm gonna show you the trailer right now, all right?
The greatest superhero.
Hey, wait, do you want to like figure out what he was talking about real fast so that you can put it up there?
What do you mean?
Like he said something about putting a screen up there?
I'd have to use this.
Oh, take some time.
Yeah.
Take time with the wanted hand.
There they are.
Ever seen the Seven.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm not gonna piss you about, Huey. I heard what happened to Robin. You ain't alone, son. Soups lose hundreds of people each year to collateral damage.
Jeez.
I can't stop.
That's horrible.
That's where I mean the boys are coming. Spank the bastards when they get out alive.
Yeah, audio only listeners, go watch the trailer on your own time. Right fast. Pause now and watch the trailer.
You need to unclench your asshole. Why are you two carrying on like a bunch of fucking twins?
Who the fuck is this?
We got a fucking job to do.
I'm invincible, stupid motherfuckers.
I'm the world's greatest superhero. I can do whatever the fuck I want. We're on the verge of nailing these wankers.
I'm done.
Oi, what's Sporty Spice up to?
Who?
Sporty fucking Spice, what's she up to? I don't know. And baby, not even page 6 of the Daily Mail. You see, when they're apart, they're absolute fucking rubbish. But you put them together, they're the goddamn fucking Spice Girls.
Okay.
We need each other.
Got a point, I guess.
Fucking in the woman.
Good point.
So
Jesus, he gives the worst pep talks. He really, really does. I can't do this. You just pulled the fucking trigger.
Was that the kid from
Haley Joel Osment from
We're the 7.
Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Motherfucker! Please, no, please.
Pardon my French. Fuck those fuckers.
Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you,
The budget on that looks pretty good too.
it's insane. I mean, you saw his name was A-Train. You saw him run through a chick just
Through a
now.
person, yeah.
So I guess that's like it's a little spoilery because that is what happens like toward the end of the first episode, and that collateral damage is what kicks everything off. Oh my god! So the boys, the main characters are Huey, which is the scrawny little kid, the guy who was holding her hands or whatever, right? He was just like a Radio Shack employee, basically. And then A-Train runs through his girlfriend, and it's like, and then Billy Butcher,
terrible.
yeah,
She just explodes
it's awful, dude.
all over him, and he's still holding
It's
her arms.
It's so sad. Billy Butcher, the guy that's like Spice Girls, like he's presents himself as like a
Australian guy.
Yeah, he's like he's an FBI agent basically. So same thing. He's got a grudge against soups. That's what they call him. Then they go and they start recruiting more and more people. So they recruit Frenchie, Mother's Milk. They recruit this chick right here who is basically a soup at this point. And their entire mission is to bring down the soups because
So there's more than 7.
No.
The 7 are the ones
7
that
are
are
superheroes.
famous.
Those are the superheroes. Yeah.
But then there's
The
like one
boys
who's.
are the 5 people that are trying to stop them.
But do they have powers too?
No.
Are there other people who have powers
If
that are like unknown?
kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so they're
The 7 are the ones that are out there.
7
doing-
are the Justice League or the Avengers. But yeah, like
Yeah,
you
but
get,
they're assholes.
You get to meet Starlighter the first episode, and she does like an audition, like almost an American Idol audition to be in the 7.
But
Because
then
she already
like,
has powers.
They're like, we can't change it to the 8. So
Well, there was a spot open. Yeah, so
in the
that's why
7?
she was auditioning for it. But so yeah, there are people out there with superpowers, but the people that are fighting against the soups, they're just regular humans. Like they're just people with a grudge. Like this guy ran through your girlfriend, and he's like, I can't stop, and he goes, and then you find out later on too, like, because just imagine like in today's world when something happens, there's like this quick little press briefing, like our hearts go out to the thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
and A-Train, the guy that did it, he's like, she was just in the middle of the road, and I didn't mean to do it or anything. And he was like, she was on the sidewalk. Like, he did this. He doesn't feel sorry. There's no remorse for it.
Yeah.
It's such a great show. So, like, that's the thing that kicks the whole show off. And
It's
then
a very interesting
concept,
premise
right?
because
Dude.
you always think about like the casualties of shit that happens on the superhero movies, but you don't care because they're not even extras. They're just
flying through buildings and shit. Like
so sometimes, like they drop shit onto the street below, and it's like there's probably people down there, right?
And they're like, oh, I gotta go get the bad guy
Nobody
still.
cares, yeah.
Like you probably smashed somebody.
Yeah.
You probably just killed somebody.
Maybe 10 people.
Maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
You dropped this building. What the hell?
That's definitely interesting,
dude. It is so great.
Especially if you gave them storyline too, not just like, oh, there's people down there. Like, people is such question mark.
Do you have
faced with question mark?
Oh yeah, no. These are victims. Like these are people that you come to know.
You hash out their story too,
and they are victims. And then it's like, then you see like A-Train did that, and then he goes off and does like this track meet to see if he's still the fastest man in the world or whatever. And there are people wearing like A-Train helmets and shit, and they've got like A-Train signs and cheering him on. And it's like, he did this horrendous thing, but they will always have fans. Like they'll always have people cheering him on because they have this marketing machine behind them, able to sweep off the blood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Oh, dude,
are they like complete dicks too, or are they like kind of trying, but they're just like behind the scenes?
They're all very three-dimensional characters. So like, there's degrees to every one of them. Like one of them is a
complete dick, the Superman guy. Is he just total baguette?
Oh, dude, it's great.
Full on baguette.
He is one of the best characters that I have ever seen.
I'm the most powerful being,
dude. Just wait
in the world.
And one of them is he's a pretty boy, and he basically gets his way whenever he wants to. And it's essentially like borderline rape what he does, but it's like quid pro quo. So it's like you suck on me right now, and then I'll get you where you want to go.
Oh, so like
Weinstein
stuff.
Yeah, Weinstein stuff basically. And so like then the whole Me Too thing pops up in it, like the implication. Oh, dude, it's the most real superhero thing that I have ever seen.
Have you seen the entire series?
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes.
Oh, cool.
Do you have Amazon?
Yes, I do.
I'm telling you right now, out of everything...
Don't Come Yet said that they're going to rule the world or something like that.
Amazon will rule over all types of money-making subscription. You know what? I'm always fine with it as long as I have one place to pay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if there's goddamn like a monopoly or whatever. One place to pay. Don't censor my shit.
Well, what happens when if they do become monopoly, they start jacking up prices because you can't go anywhere else?
I've said it before. I'll pay $50 a month for Netflix.
I won't.
I'm just that deep into it. The content, like I'll do it. Like if they start jacking up the prices and they keep making shows like The Boys, I'll keep paying it.
I haven't even used my Netflix account in a minute.
Oh yeah, there hasn't been a lot of like great stuff that's come out lately.
I use Hulu a lot. I use Crunchyroll probably daily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's cool is on PlayStation they have like an aggregate where you can go to.
Oh, you got to go? All right, bud. We'll see you. Thanks for coming back on.
Au revoir, my man. Or woman, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Probably man, right? From the way
he's a man. He's 18, I think. He
talks about baguettes and
he's
stuff.
18.
So, yeah, I don't use my Netflix account. It's super ton. But yeah, on PlayStation, there's an app that you can search for a movie and it'll like aggregate all.
Oh yeah,
I
had no idea.
Yeah, it'll search your Netflix, your Hulu, like Amazon. Searches it all,
I had no idea.
It's pretty dope, because if you want to be like, where's the movies at?
Yeah, and just go like hunting around and shit. No. Tell me where the shit is.
You gotta search it in Netflix. You gotta search it in Hulu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead, it'll just be like, oh, it's in Hulu, or no, it's in Amazon you could rent it for $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Out of everything I've ever told you to check out.
Yeah.
I
probably will, because this isn't like, oh, this
it's so sad. Look how sad this is.
It's a terrible horror movie, and it made me so uncomfortable. You should watch it.
It's effective. All right.
No, because I just did this. I don't want to feel bad.
I don't recommend watching Hereditary unless you want to feel bad.
I forgot what it was, but thanks for reminding me. Now,
just in case you want to watch it. Just in case,
I might have like forgotten that you told me that, and I might have like wandered in and been like, oh, what's this, and watched it. But now since you reminded me, for sure won't watch it.
No, I promise you haven't seen it.
I know I haven't seen it, but I'm saying that could happen because that tends to happen. Me and Natalie like run out of shit to watch because we're watchers.
But you don't like scary movies though, right?
No, we do.
Oh,
okay. We have kind of phases though.
Yeah.
No, but I just really what don't I like? I pretty much like everything, but really, really like jarring psychological stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually I probably do like it, but I don't seek it out. You know what I mean? Like if I know something's like, okay, so like stuff with like a ton of rape scenes or something, or even just one rape scene, I probably won't watch
that. Shit is hard to get through.
If I know it's in there, I won't watch it.
Oh yeah.
Probably, right? But if I watch a movie and it has a rape scene, I'm not like, oh, I hate that movie. It had a rape scene. I'm just like, man, that rape scene was like, it was rough,
Yeah.
But then I'm already in the movie. I could watch.
For me, like,
I could watch the rest of the movie, right?
Yeah. For me, like it has to make sense. Like it can't just be like this gratuitous thing. Like it has to be pushing the story along.
Oh, well, obviously,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Feel like, yeah, for sure.
But there are some shit out there that's like this didn't need to be there. Didn't need to be there.
Okay, like Butterfly Effect. I don't remember it, but I remember it being like
the dog killing,
really rough on my like psyche. You know what I mean? So I haven't watched it again.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking like, oh, I thought that it was good, but I just like it really like troubled me.
Yeah.
So I just haven't watched it again.
It's the dog
even though I
killing
thought it was good,
right?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched
It's
it.
probably because that's the only thing that stuck out to me was that, and I'm like, you
I
like you didn't need
I just
to
remember
do
it
that.
being troubling
Yeah,
on my psyche.
So if you're gonna cash in on anything that I've ever recommended, you and Natalie
This is right up my wheelhouse.
should definitely check out. Just try episode 1. I think they're an hour long, right? No breaks, none of that shit. Try episode 1, and you're hooked. And it's only 8 episodes. That's it.
You don't even have to sell me, bro. I'm gonna watch it already.
It's so badass, dude. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the characters too. Like
Add to queue.
even though like they're these shitty, horrible people, and they're so powerful, and they can do whatever they want to. They're some of the most interesting characters in the world because they have like all this depth to them, and oh, dude, everything is written so well, and I would consider it pretty close to a perfect show.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't believe something like that came out of Amazon Prime.
I haven't watched an Amazon original series yet, but I've heard nothing but good things from a lot of people, and I think it's just that whole like this isn't coming from like a like Fox or something, like, you know what I mean? This isn't like
it's
CBS, right?
No, yeah.
It's like, so I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it just seems like the streaming networks that
there's the Homelander poster
that they go out and they make their own series. You know, they're Netflix original, Amazon original.
Yeah.
Like this, it seems more. I know we throw this around a lot, but it seems more passion project-y.
Oh yeah,
and it just seems like good. Like the writing always is there,
dude.
You know what I mean? I think the only thing that I would worry about being there would be like the budget, but this seems like budget like great. Like
it's
the effects
nonstop.
seem good. Netflix for sure has just budget to spare.
Oh yeah,
I'm never worried about a Netflix
Yeah,
original. They make Netflix original animes that are dope. You know what I mean? Like they're a fucking powerhouse.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'd never expected any shit like this to ever pop up like on Amazon. I didn't even know Amazon had anything.
Take me down a day in the life of Justyn. So did you hear about this and you searched it up, or did you come across it? And
You'll
you're just
never
like,
believe who told me about this.
I'll watch one. Oh, okay.
My mom. She was like,
oh, really?
She goes, have you heard of that show, The Boys? I was like, I'd heard something about like a show called The Boys coming up that people liked or whatever, but it was never, nothing was ever explained. I just heard that it's like, yeah, people talking about The Boys. And mom was like, have you heard about The Boys? You want to watch that? And I was like, yeah, what is it? She's like, it's like a superhero show. And I was like, you want to watch that?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I just heard all these good things. And I'm like, okay.
You know what's funny about that though? Anytime I've ever been offered something from like family members, it's so off base. Normally,
my parents love Medea, and that's like just the shittiest. It's just the shittiest.
Are they're like, hey Bubs, you should watch it. You would like it.
Yes.
And then you're like, no.
You know exactly. That's
No.
exactly what it's like always. Yeah. No, I don't ever want to watch it. But they were talking about this, and it's the first time I'd ever heard her say, like, it's a superhero show. I want to watch it. It's like, okay. So we start watching episode 1, and like, I'm not going to, for like the first, like,
you're like on your
2
phone
minutes, like, I'm on my
like,
phone. And then, like, when A-Train runs through his girlfriend, I was like, what the hell? Like, my mom was like, what is
my God.
She was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is badass. This is what it is. Like, hooked, dude.
Yeah, your mom was like, this sucks. And
oh,
you're
yeah.
like, yeah, I love it.
They go to like this.
Did she like it or what?
She stopped watching it because it got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's how you know it's a good show.
Damn.
So it got to this point where there's like this underground, like orgy thing that all the soups go to.
Oh, geez,
dude, it's.
That's why I stopped watching Devil Killer. Devil Man.
But this is
Devil
like,
Man Crybaby.
This is almost a. Oh my god, this is not like It's not gratuitous because it just like it gives you more depth to how superheroes would be in today's age.
Have you seen Devil Man Crybaby?
I haven't. I heard it's good though.
I wouldn't know because I only watched the first episode and I stopped watching.
So it's like a hentai.
I don't think it is, but I think I just couldn't get over so there's this one scene where, spoiler alert, it's in the first episode, so fuck it. They go to like a club and there's supposed to be like a demon coming out thing, right? But they're like, this is just a normal club. And there's like this girl with her tits out, and she's like, oh, she gives him like drugs, like she puts it in her mouth and like shoves it in his mouth with, you know. And there's just all that, like it just erupts into like an orgy, and there's like people just like boning, and there's like the music, and the guy's like on drugs. He's like, but then like the freaking demons start coming out of all the people, and it's just like really weird artwork too. Cause like there's like naked boobs, right, and it's cartoon, right? But then like the boobs like turn into like legs,
tentacles. Oh,
like and then they fucking transform into demons.
Oh,
and then I might be making this up, but I think there's like a vagina monster that happens like right.
It's like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah, and then the main character like fucking transforms and kills all the demons.
Because
He's like he has like demon blood in him or something. But he's a protagonist. I forgot this story, but I just remember I was like,
isn't that always the story? It's like this guy's half bad, but he's actually a good guy.
Yeah, he's so half bad that he's good. But,
he's our only hope.
But I think that I was just like, I think I could do without this show.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one like when you get to the go ahead.
Sorry,
I was gonna say
it wasn't like a soapbox thing. I wasn't like, I cannot believe they put this type of scene in here.
Look at all them tits.
I'm gonna not watch it in protest.
Yeah.
It was just like the same thing with like Hereditary. I'm just like, I think I could just probably just not watch it.
You can, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a very safe bet. But for this one, like when you get to like that orgy scene, it's just to give depth to like you have all these degenerates.
Relevant, right?
Yeah, very. You have all these degenerates that are always going to do shit like this. Why wouldn't the superheroes do this shit too? Because they're still human, even though they're endowed with superpowers. So like, as soon as Huey and Butcher walk in, like there's this guy who can fly and he's banging this chick, literally just gliding around. And then there's like this guy who can shrink and grow, and he's running across this table. He's like getting up there, and like the bottles are like huge compared to him. He's just like. And he dies inside this chick's vag, and then she's like,
God.
"Oh, like, dude, like it's great, like it's so fantastic because it's like, of course this shit would happen."
Yeah, for real, dude. That's a good point.
Yeah, like that's why it's not gratuitous. It gives depth to everything. It's like, yeah, who has never thought about that? Like, if superheroes lived in today's age, like, of course they'd be degenerates.
Were actually true people.
Yeah, what kind? Not these like 2-dimensional flat characters like Boy Scouts or whatever. No, dude, like. Homelander is supposed to be he's the Superman, but when you get to find out who the man actually is, it's like, oh my god,
he has a literal god complex, huh?
Oh my god,
which is what would happen.
There is nothing that can stop that man. Again, he is basically Superman. There's no kryptonite in this world.
Now I'm God.
Yeah, and then he'll just zap you in half.
There's no kryptonite.
No, there's no kryptonite.
Well.
Oh, dude,
sounds good.
I haven't been this excited about a show in a long, long time.
Hey, do you remember the movie? I know you told me you remember the movie because of a specific scene, but do you remember the movie Hollow Man?
Mm-hmm. Boob sucking.
I'm a little puppy.
I'm just a little puppy.
Suck a little titty. Like I'll set you up for that.
Yeah.
No, but
it's funny because there's an invisible man on here. His name is Translucent.
Do you remember that joke he tells on that?
Which one?
About Superman?
Yeah. What do you say? Oh my god, what was it? It was the Invisible Man, right? He was like, I don't know, but my ass is killing me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh well, you just buried the lead pretty hard.
Oh my bad. I thought we were just reminiscing. I think we were gonna recite the joke.
I'm bad at telling jokes, so I'm not gonna. But it's something like, man, Superman.
He sees Wonder Woman sunbathing, and she's completely naked.
She's completely naked on the top of a roof.
So he's like, I'm a speeding bullet. I can go down there, get it in, get it out, and she, wouldn't even notice. But I could get it in.
Yeah.
So he flies down, gets in real quick, gets out of there. And Wonder Woman jumps up. She's like, what the hell is that? And then Invisible Man's like, I don't know, but my ass is killing me.
Yeah.
Zing.
Get it.
Zing.
Get it.
You guys get it? Twitch stream? Oh my God, it's 100,000 comments coming in saying how handsome and funny we are. Whoa, it's too many. Too many comments. We emote a lot, dude.
Did you catch your little thing?
There's a lot of emotes we got going on. So check out The Boys. One of the best shows, hands down, that I've ever seen. Even if I don't know if you might still have to be like a fan of like the superhero genre, but it's really about like the human element beneath the steel exterior, right? Because even though you're endowed with these powers and you're basically a god, you're still technically human. Like
more
you still
realistic
have emotion.
take on it,
dude. It's so good. I promise you. You watch it, you're gonna love it because we couldn't believe how great it was, and we sat there the whole day.
It seems like also like a insight into celebrity, as it were, because
Yes,
some people may not have superpowers, but they are
Weinstein.
basically invincible in terms of wealth.
And and they're whatever they are able to get away with, right? Until like the time comes, the time for reckoning. And trust me, on here, when I say it's like very relevant to like today's age, like the reckoning comes, but it's like you know this shit has been happening this whole time, and now it's time to reap what they sow.
And then like this is all with it from our scope of understanding, like our Western ideals and stuff, but. You know, like some of the richest people on the planet are fucking like
Jeffrey Epstein.
No, they're like Sikhs.
Oh,
you know, and
they're gonna be like rapists, like pedophiles.
Well, you don't even know. We don't even know like what their worth is, but they're just like off the chart rich. Like,
oh yeah,
not even like more than billions. What's above that? Trillions, like trillionaires, like just insane, right? In the Middle East, all these fucking Sikhs, right? What am I looking at? Anyways. I guarantee that's happened more than once.
Oh, of course.
A bunch of times.
Santa needs medicine.
We're looking at a Santa hitting a bong.
He's hitting that shit hard,
but
too.
You know what's funny? He obviously doesn't know how to hit it because like somebody's helping him.
Can you light this up for me, please?
Yeah. And what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, I'm sure like if you live in a country where you know, like one of those Middle Eastern countries like fucking like Dubai, Abu Dhabi or something like that. Like those, like not to say that they're evil. Like I don't know how they are. They might be cool guys or whatever. But they have so much literal power. You know, they don't have superpowers, but they have so much wealth and sway.
Yeah, they can do whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, they're still monarchs. I think a lot of them.
Yeah, mostly the families. Yeah.
So imagine like you know how much they be. How must they be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I actually do. I know exactly what you're saying.
Dude,
they're basically superheroes that can get away with just about anything.
Yeah.
And did you hear about like Jeffrey Epstein? You know who that is?
No. Well, yeah, I did. Well, I saw some stuff about it, but remind me.
Yeah, so he's a billionaire pedophile. So he had already been caught, indicted, and jailed for it. I think this is like in early 2000s, maybe early to mid 2000s, and his prison sentence was that every night he would have to go to jail to sleep, but throughout the day he could just leave jail and go work. This is a pedophile, a convicted pedophile. Okay.
Yep.
So then he served his sentence, got out, and then was just now recently accused. Found guilty and indicted of a shit ton more pedophilia crimes.
Since his release?
Oh, yeah. And trafficking. Like, I'm talking, the man, when he got out, he was straight back into it, like funneling money into it, like it just the worst possible things, probably with the cartel, too.
Yeah.
So then he was put back in prison. He was on suicide watch because he attempted suicide for about 3 weeks. And he yesterday just hung himself. On suicide watch. Apparently, too, part of his like
I'm conflicted.
Part of his sentence had to do with a confession, and him turning other billionaires over that were involved in this whole thing.
Oh shit!
Apparently,
dude, Alex Jones.
Apparently, the Clintons might have been involved in something like this. Apparently, a lot of other, some of the world's biggest, most richest people might have been involved with this. And
dude, I've never been a conspiracy guy, but if you think that it's impossible that something like that exists, then you're an idiot. You know?
What?
I'm not saying that there is some kind of like billionaire conglomerate of sex trafficking shit going on, but I'm saying that you have to be open to the possibility because that is, I think, highly possible.
Oh, it's exactly what you're like. I'm going off of what you were saying. Like, even though you are not endowed with, laser eyes or whatever, you are still basically a superhero or a supervillain because you have money. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can do basically whatever you want to in this world based off of how much money you have.
Mm-hmm.
And when the time for reckoning comes, it always comes way, way, way too late. Harvey Weinstein should have been caught a long ass time ago. Jeffrey Epstein was caught a long ass time ago, but served no prison sentence.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we ever got caught with something as abysmal as that? We would be in prison for the rest of our lives, not able to go out and work throughout the day and unsupervised and do whatever we want to. And then, hey, at night, it's a Boy Scout honor system. Just come back and sleep in your bed and you're fine.
And it's like an ongoing joke, too, about how there's like the white collar versus the blue collar prisons and stuff because like these. But, okay, so two things that kind of don't make sense when you think about them together. One is like for drug charges, right? If you have a little bit, then it's not as bad as if you have a lot of it, right? So like over a certain amount of it, then it's like, oh, it becomes a felony because like this is worth over this amount of money, right?
Yeah, it's always just tiers of money, basically.
But then if it gets even high, super like in the millions of like you embezzled $1 million, well now you're white collar crime, so you go to a better jail. So, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
you think El Chapo's going to be putting gin pop? No.
Yeah. So it's like low level, right? You do a crime that's like a $5 crime, not bad. Slap on the wrist, you get a ticket, you pay it back, right? Keeps going up till you hit, bam. You this crime costs so much money, you go to prison, right? But then you keep going, bam, 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 bam. This crime was so much money, crime. Like I don't know how to even articulate what I'm trying to say. This crime was worth so many ducats.
This was such crime
that now your prison sentence is air conditioned and you play golf every day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And the food's
basically
probably
just like home arrest. Yeah.
It's like why I've never understood that.
Yeah. So
like because these rich white guys wouldn't last one day with the fucking Cholo Mexicans,
which is 100% true, but at the same time. That's also not how prison sentences work. Like, I still have a business to maintain. I still have to do this. Bitch, you were raping children. Yeah. You don't get to have a business anymore. You don't get to have any involvement in the American dream anymore. You're done.
Also, I wonder, too, how much of it is, like, if they think that, like, well, your corporation, like, your contribution to fucking society is a lot because your corporation has its like fucking roots through so many different aspects of society that like you know how they did like the bailout when some stuff was when some companies were gonna go under
the mortgage crisis.
Yeah, they're like that was gonna hurt our economy, so we just spent money to make that company stay alive.
Yeah,
because it would hurt us. I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm saying that was their argument.
That's
right?
exactly what happened. Yeah.
So like maybe they're like even though this guy is a fucking horrible pedophile and you know in our state probably should be killed. We're just gonna like let him still do his job because it's so rooted in society that
because the implications of what happens afterward could be worse than that.
I'm thinking that might be their thought process, but I don't agree with it at all.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you, but it just goes to show that the amount of money that you have could completely dictate how reality is to you. Because Jeffrey Epstein's reality is he could do whatever he wanted to and get away scot-free, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the conspiracy theory on that is that he basically killed himself because he was forced to, or he was murdered by a cabal of billionaires or something. Which actually, like, if you think about it, doesn't seem too far off. Because again, he was when you're on suicide watch, you're not on suicide watch for a fragment amount of time. You're on suicide watch because you've attempted it before.
They're watching you.
Yeah. How do you commit suicide on suicide watch as a billionaire, high-profile prison inmate?
The guy, I don't know, I'm laughing, this is terrible. But the guy's like, I was watching him, and I blinked, and he was dead.
He was dead already. I don't know what happened. I gotta go. I quit.
Yeah.
I won the lottery. I quit.
Yeah, and then like his shirt is like full for some reason.
Just like money, yeah, just like stacks and stacks and straps of hundreds. Yeah,
it's insane.
So yeah, dude,
we took a hard turn from that though. Right?
Well, no, it's
such segue.
It's an allegory. It is what it is, you know, because and they're not super on the nose about it because I don't like when the allegories are like
too obvious.
Yeah, because then it's like you're pushing your agenda. I know. No, it's got to be a smart satire. Like it's got to be thought provoking and you need to be the one finding that out and be like, oh, all right, I see what you're doing.
I
there.
100% agree with that,
Yeah.
especially as Gandalf the Gray Area.
And that's what The Boys is, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to love it, man. I'm telling you.
Cool. I'm ready.
Yeah, check it out.
Like, consider it added to my queue.
Yeah. All right. What do you talk about today, my man? Something about like Death Note or some shit?
Yeah, dude.
Not the Netflix movie, right?
No, dude. I haven't even watched it.
Don't. Don't.
Even Tony told me it was bad.
I'm trying not to get upset about it. Just don't watch it.
Okay, but how do you feel about the anime series?
Oh, I love it. I'll take a chip.
Okay, guys.
And eat it.
Yes, favorite line.
Ever.
No, so guys, if you don't already know, Death Note is an anime. And if you're not into anime, don't click off just yet. I feel like this anime could actually get some non-anime people into anime. I feel like it has that kind of power.
It's the Breaking Bad of anime.
Dude, that's a perfect.
It's the
that's
Breaking
great.
Bad of anime.
I
It's
like
the
that.
smartest anime I've ever seen.
So, spoiler-free kind of thing, right? There is a genius. Is he in high school still? Well, he's
high school.
And when it starts, he's in high school. This kid's a genius. His dad's a cop. He finds a notebook one day, and it turns out that in this world, there's these beings called Shinigami. They're like Grim Reapers, and they have these books where they can write someone's name and kill them. And there's more rules to it, but the main thing is that they can kill people with these notebooks. He finds this book, and he uses his genius to decide that he's going to start killing evil people, and he's going to like create a perfect world, and he's going to rule that world, basically. And the way he does it is like insanely smart. It's like even though, it's kind of a moral dilemma because you're like, man, he's killing like serial killers that are getting off, and like stuff like that.
Oh, there's that gray line right there.
Yeah, he would kill.
Is it okay? Is it not okay?
He probably would kill the Epstein guy, right? He would write he would write his name in the book.
Yes, he would.
And he would have a heart attack.
Ray
That's what
Pember.
right? Stuff like that. But also like, you know, who decides if you have the right to pass judgment on people?
Yeah. Jury, judge, executioner. Who has the right to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, but what's cool about the show is like he's so smart, and he goes about it like in such a way where like he's like, I'm not gonna get caught. But then he has a what would you call it? L? Like L's also equally genius, and he is trying to figure out who the person who is killing people, because he's like, hey, this vigilante isn't operating in
the confines of the law, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's the point is Light Yagami is playing all three roles.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that those three roles exist in society, because one person shouldn't be responsible for those three things, because that is one person.
Yeah, so L is this genius that has like caught a ton of people and stuff. So he's trying to catch.
He's the one you call in when you can't solve this case.
Yeah, and it's this huge back and forth between these two geniuses of like him trying to catch him, Light not getting captured, and I mean it goes even further than that. But that's just to set the stage. It's one of my favorite animes. What would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's the smartest anime of all time. Again, it is the
grab
breaking
a chip
and eat it.
Yeah,
and it's super digestible too, because it's only 30 episodes, 35 episodes, something like that. And that's.
And I think like the second season gets a little much, but I think for sure the first season is like pure gold. I
always love origin stuff, like the beginnings of the thought project.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what happened if you did this? Oh, what happened if you did? Oh, if you were almost getting caught, how do you get away from this?
I think by the end of the series, you start to realize that like Light is more of a bad guy.
Oh yeah,
but
with a god complex.
At the beginning of the series, though, it's very ambiguous. You're like, you know, he seems like a good guy. You kind of root for him, but you also root for L because you like L. But that's why it's a good series, because you don't know who to root for.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's just like Walter White. Like you start off and you're like, oh, this poor Poor guy. Like he doesn't.
He's committing crimes. He's making drugs, but you're like,
yeah. But even like before,
you get where he's coming from.
Even before then, it's like, this guy doesn't like have a say in anything. Like he's got a pretty shitty life. Like like his son has a disability. That's unfortunate.
He's got cancer.
Hates his job.
His wife's a
Look
bitch.
at that. He's got cancer.
His wife's a bitch and she's pregnant.
He can't afford to pay for health care, so then he decides like, I'm going to use my skills, my my science skills, my scientifical skills to make me some damn money in this trade, right?
Yep.
And the whole time, dude, even up to the point, I think where I stopped rooting for Walter White was when, and spoiler alert, I mean, you guys should have already seen it by now because it's the greatest show ever made, but spoiler alert, even all the way up to the point where Jane is overdosing in Jesse's bed.
Oh, yeah.
And when he's shaking Jesse and she rolls over on her back and starts drowning in her vomit, and he runs over to, just instinctively to stop. And then he stops for a second and he realizes like, this is the girl that's trying to ruin all of this for me. This is my enemy.
Yeah.
And he sits there and he watches her choke on her own vomit. Like that's the moment where I was like, oh, all right, that's the bad guy. Like this whole time I've been rooting for the bad guy.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing happens, but much earlier on for me in Death Note. Like from the start, I've always thought of Light as like this pretentious prick,
Yeah.
And that's not a crime. You can be pretentious if you're good at what you do. And the man is damn good at everything that he does.
Yeah.
Once he finds the notebook and then starts writing names in it, I'm like, immediately, that's the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because even though
I had much more of a struggle.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because like I know that, I mean, it for me, it's an easy thing to say like, okay, nobody should have that much power. Nobody should just be able to kill somebody. Like,
just by writing their name down.
Yeah. And like, I mean, you're a human person. I don't, It's easy to say like, hey, you shouldn't kill someone. That's by no means a leap at all. But then you're like, well, he's killing bad people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff the legal system can't or whatever.
He's like Dexter.
He's a vigilante, whatever. But it's definitely a very gray area. I think second season though, it's pretty black and white.
Oh, for sure.
It becomes like very much more like maniacal.
But I think like
spoiler alert.
The cool part of the
but we're done with spoiler alerts. We're just gonna talk freely now.
Yeah, this shit's been out for way long enough. Like the coolest part for me, and it's never been like the ambiguity, because again, like I've always seen him as the bad guy, but I've always been interested in how he gets around everything.
Yeah.
Like how
he's so smart.
Yeah, dude, like how he gets around being caught in this instance. And it's just like, it's almost like a thought experiment. It's like, so what if, right? Like I want to see him get away from this. I want to see this story progress.
I think the craziest thing was like when
I still rooted for him though, even though he's a bad guy. I'm like,
yeah, for sure. But he like that one instance when he has the foresight to tell Ryuk to like let him forget about it.
Yep. Even if he begs for it, yeah.
So then there's that whole thing where his dad is like mic'd up and stuff, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna kill me if you don't fucking tell me. And he's like, Dad, seriously, I don't know what the fuck. And obviously it's believable.
Passed.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we know it's not you, and it's like, but he forced himself to forget about the book.
Oh yeah,
and
so it legitimately was not him.
Yeah, he lost all memory of it, but then like later he touches it and he's like, oh yeah,
I'm back.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was me.
Starts putting himself in handcuffs. Wait a minute.
It was like, man, good thing I told myself to forget about it.
Dang, yeah, dude. Like that's part.
So genius.
That's part of the fun of the show is like watching this certified genius get away with it for so long.
Even with the part where we were talking about with like, I take a chip and eat it. It's because like, so they start to suspect that there's a task force set to find him, and they and his dad is on that task force, and so they think that there's a mole because of the way things are going down. So they put surveillance in all of the task force families' houses, which includes his because his dad's on the task force. So
that's like the chief, right?
Yeah, he's the chief of the task force. But Light is so smart; he immediately could tell, and like he gets his little shirigami. He looks in the walls and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, there's cameras everywhere." Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Man, okay, if I stop doing it, then they'll know something's up, right?" So he's like, "I have to keep doing it." So he's like, "Okay, I pretend to study." And then he's like, but he has a little baby TV inside of his chip bag, so that way he can watch like the news. And so to the cameras,
and still write down names based off of the murderers in the news and the criminals.
Yeah. So so he's like, I'm pretending like I'm doing my homework, and the camera just sees him like doing homework. And then he's like, but do not take a chip and eat it. But he's still killing people, and the cameras can't tell.
It's got a lot of like
genius.
Classic anime memes in it. So like there's something for everyone in it, right? So it's got those memes, but at the same time, it's super, super smart.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's a very, very smart show. I read the manga and I watched the show, and they're a little different, like tiny differences throughout, but like the ending completely different.
The main thing I want to talk about, I know we spent this whole time pretty much talking about.
Well, we got to preface it, right?
Yeah, we do. But I think we've kind of hinted to our stances already. But I want to go through a whole entire what would you do?
Well,
let's start from the beginning.
Present day, right?
You find it.
So do you mean the beginning as in present day I find it, or as in I'm in high school and I find it?
You want to do both?
Yes, do both. Present day, absolutely not. The implication of getting caught
touch it.
With something like that, I have a son. Like, I got a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. I know people are getting away with shit that they shouldn't be getting away with, but I am not judge, jury, and executioner. Like, that's not my role to play in this world.
Yeah.
So, no.
Well, this is going to be boring.
High school me, maybe.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I mean, think about it, dude. In high school, your hormones are overflowing, dude. Like you think you're
especially you.
You think you're the greatest thing in this world. Like you're unstoppable. Like your opinions are better than everybody else's. The teachers don't know shit.
Especially me, bro.
Probably. I would probably do it.
I'm so great. That's what I thought, dude.
And then I would probably brag about it to my friends and to my girlfriend. Like,
no, I was kind of a puss, bro. I don't know if I would or not.
I trust too much. Like I'm real big into trusting people. Like you have my trust already.
Yeah.
Just don't lose my trust. You know what I mean? Like that's from day one, from second one.
But how many people are in that loop though? You know what I mean? For you, it's tons.
Not that. Well, I don't think so. I'd say like the
7.
Because like I trust you enough. Like so, say like if I just met somebody, I trust you enough to know that you're not going to attack me, right? But I'm not going to tell you my deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah.
My close group of friends, probably 5 people that would.
I think that's a lot.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, for this instance, yeah, for sure. Like one person is a lot to know that you could do this.
That's true. I think most people maybe have like one best friend or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think you have a good, like a solid amount of people that
I've got all you guys. Like that, you guys are like y'all are my people. You know, you guys are family, and that's the way
I wouldn't be included in this because this is prior.
Oh, that's true.
Because we met when I think I was
right out
20,
right out of high school. No, you were
19.
You were 19. Yeah,
we were both 19, right?
It was right out of high school. So you had just turned 19. I was going to be turning 19.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. So, but even then, I still had like my group of it was about 5 people, including like Eric's. So that is 5 people that would know that I had the ability to do this and that I had been doing it. And then, dude,
that's a big circle.
Think about it too.
But you know what's fucked up though? Like your friends are, well, not all of them, but I feel like most of them are like crazier than you are. Mm-hmm. I feel like most of them would be like, dude, kill more people. Like
Garbu, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Gab's gonna be
Garbu, maybe Richard.
Well, Ebbs is very like he's always been very
Well, he's laid back. He's laid back.
But at the same time, he's able to convince people to do just about anything.
Really?
Oh my God! Yes.
I've never seen that.
Especially
from him.
in high school. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a reason we went running around at 3:00 in the morning every night, just hanging out with each other.
Because of Ebbs?
Yes, dude. He used to. It's so great. He used to steal like.
No way.
He used to steal
dude.
Penthouse magazines from like the corner store. He'd put them in his shirt and shit. Like he'd get me to do shit. Oh yeah, dude. He was the leader. Like
Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would never see that, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I would picture him as like the who's the truffle shuffle kid?
oh my God,
Not
Chunk.
Not to say he's fat, but like he's just like guys,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
and like you guys are doing shenanigans, and Ebbs is like following you guys, and he's like, I don't think we should be doing this.
Ebbs has always been marginally smarter than us. Like to this day, he's still one of the smartest people I've ever met. Like,
But is he that conniving and stuff?
no, not like to this day he's not. But back then, like when your hormones are flowing and you're coming into adulthood,
High school is a whole different thing. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like and you know what? Like kudos to him for like he wasn't getting that bag, but like he was getting the things that he wanted because he was so smart about it.
Yeah.
So. He would probably convince me to kill some people that I would be like, oh, I didn't think they needed to die, but that's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and write their name down real quick.
Yeah, dude.
You know, he would probably convince me to give him the death note.
You would give it to him?
Probably. That man is very convincing. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
You would probably share it amongst your friends.
Oh, for sure. I'd be like, you guys got somebody you want to take out?
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, this is my death note. You'd be like, this is our death note.
Our death note. We're a family.
How interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So I would, and I know, like, over the years, right?
I think
you start off more almost liberal, right? Like you start off real bushy tail, bright-eyed. Everybody deserves everything. Nobody should have to owe money to anything. And then like the older you get, the more kind of conservative you go. And it's like, well,
that's what they say.
Probably not have to pay for this type of thing or this. You get more conservative as you go. And just, not just like political stance, but like personally. Like you get a little bit more conservative. You kind of stick within your family. Like you stick within your small radius, right? Instead of you being much bigger back then. So, I'd probably kill a lot more people back then than I would ever even consider to do now. Jeez. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Like, dude, if you get into a fight with somebody and, normally you get into a fight and then it's done. Like the whole thing is basically squashed. You might not talk to each other anymore, but like you're done, right? Imagine if you get into a fight with somebody that's been talking shit this whole time, is just the worst person, your number one nemesis, right? After you get into a fight, they're still talking shit, like it's still all this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you write their name down.
Yeah.
Maybe you make them go away.
I don't think I would.
I don't know.
And
I don't know myself.
It's not for sure from like, it's not exactly just purely morality, but maybe just from like I probably don't have the balls. You know what I mean?
Really? Okay. Yeah, I talked about me enough. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if it was me, I probably would. I wouldn't get rid of it. I'd probably hold on to it and think like this might come in handy someday. But I think I would stash it away, like under my bed.
You're smarter than I am,
and not use it.
You're smarter than I am because like I'm impulsive, or I at least back then was impulsive. I'd be like, yep.
But I mean, it's not purely like for sure. I would have like morality issues with it. But I think also I probably would just be like scared. Like I don't want that shit on my conscience. I don't want to be like, I don't want to like feel bad for killing someone. You know, even if I fucking hate this person, I don't want to know that I killed them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think even now that's an issue. You know, because I know for a fact that I would kill somebody to protect my family. That's easy. I'm pretty sure most people would say that, right?
But that doesn't make it any easier on your conscience, right?
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
And I think like this is a real moment, so nobody make fun of me. But I feel like I have the ability to kill people, maybe more than some people.
I think you said that.
Even though I'm a small person,
you said it quite a bit on this podcast.
Yeah,
we're all with you on it.
So I'm just saying that like I'm not to say like I'm a badass, I could kill people. I'm trying to say that like it's something that is like heavy on my heart because it's like I can see a future where like I've killed somebody.
Anybody that accidentally kills somebody is called manslaughter.
I know, right? hey, I accidentally kill you. I go to jail.
It's a good Bruce Lee.
Dude.
I'm still so like impressed with that guy's ability.
Dude, Joe Rogan was hating on it, but I thought it was great. And I'm a Bruce Lee fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene.
They made him such a nerd in that movie, and I've never seen anybody do that.
Because Joe Rogan was like saying that they're like,
He wasn't
but it's a
butthurt
real
about it,
guy,
right?
and he was smart about it. He was a smart guy, and they made him out to be like a dummy and stuff
come
like
on,
that.
Joe.
Yeah, and Brendan Schaub was like, yeah, but it's a fucking movie. He's like, the whole thing was fake.
Yeah.
He's like, the Manson murder didn't happen like that. You know what I mean? It's like
a good point.
That was a completely different re-happening.
The last person I would expect to get butthurt about anything would be Joe Rogan. What the hell?
He's real like emotional about like.
Come on, Joe.
About like martial arts kind of stuff. You know? What I mean?
But come on.
Even me too. Like I'm a fan of Bruce Lee, and I think most people are. You know what I mean? But it's still funny. It's still good satire.
It still was written very well. Like, it's believable. Like, that guy, honestly, that guy probably was like a pompous nerd, if you think about it.
Yeah, and I think
to a degree.
I think you don't have to think about it as a retelling, but you think about it as like a separate, like another timeline, like a different dimension. You know what I mean? Like that's not Earth. It's like Worth.
Yeah, it's not Earth.
It's Birth.
What is it in DC? It's like Earth's 616 or something is us.
I don't know.
It's
Dude.
Earth
I've never got that far into
617.
it.
Oh, just ridiculous.
What is it on Rick and Morty?
Dimension C137.
C137.
Yeah. It's not C137. It's a different one.
Yeah.
It's the Cronenberg universe.
Yeah. So that's not actually Bruce Lee. It's the one. It's the universe where Bruce Lee was
a little
fucking
different. Actually, I think I would rather live in that one because then an 8-month pregnant just flower of a woman would not have been murdered. Yeah.
Terrible. Such terrible.
So just say, going back even further than that, like you have to really put yourself in that mind space because you didn't live back then, but maybe you have enough inclination just from like the movies we've seen and just like historical evidence. If you lived back in that time period, would you kill the Manson family, the entirety of the Manson family, if you had that name, if you had all their names?
Okay, so is in this scenario, am I basically going back through time with the knowledge of what happens?
No, so you are it's organic. So like you've lived and grew up in that time. So you hear about the Manson family, you come across the list of their names, and you have their history up until that point. The fact that they are a cult, that the leader believes in helter skelter, which means that that black people are gonna rise and like take over the white people or some weird shit.
Is that what that means? I thought it was some kind of metal shit.
Dude, it was a Beatles song, but he took it to mean as like the white race is going to succumb to the black race or something ridiculous. That they are obviously severely mentally incapable of understanding that this human being in front of them is playing them and getting them to do his bidding based off of his weird ideals.
The definition of helter skelter is just disorderly haste or confusion.
Oh, yeah. He took it to mean that the black race was gonna like overtake the white race or something. He was like notoriously racist. But just imagine you have all of these fun facts about the Manson family, and you have all these names.
Yeah.
Back in that time, would you write them down?
I want to say yes, I would.
Mm-hmm. Even all like the vagrants, like all the despots, all the homeless, the ones just looking for a home,
dude.
looking for a family.
Can you remember that real fast? Because I got to tell you about this.
What I just said? Dude, I don't remember 5 minutes ago.
Urban Dictionary, helter skelter. This is like the third thing, and it's in quotations. Blackie won't know what to do after he's killed Whitey, so he'll seek us out. When he finds us, he'll be like, Massa, we don't know what to do, and I'll take Blackie by the hand and rub his woolly little hand and say, it'll be okay. And they'll make me their king. Charles Manson.
See what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
Dude,
that's aggressive.
It's so crazy how, like, to a certain degree, like, he's lauded as this, like, genius. Like, this man oh, he had all the insight for this and
Well, like-
this and like the shit he was saying. He was like a prophet, but
Dude,
no, the man was a racist, charismatic.
You know what's funny though?
Good.
If we rewind a little bit in his life, the man was a failed musician.
Oh yeah,
Like, how many failed musicians do you know? And how fucking weird are they?
yeah, yeah. Especially the ones that like keep trying at it. But like, this guy lived in like the era of acid and like the blossoming and becoming more than yourself. Like,
And
it's the perfect recipe for a cult.
Here's the thing. Our time period, I feel like there was so much mystique to like murderers and serial killers. And there was
Even today.
there was so much more stuff going on that it's still around today, but
yeah.
but now like this
Shockingly.
this is the era of the internet, of camera phones. Everyone can record anything. It could be uploaded to the cloud instantly. There's cameras everywhere. Like, we live in a time period where, like, if you do some shit,
Instant access.
it might get picked up on someone's Nest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a prolific serial killer isn't a thing, really. You know what I mean? We don't have, of our time period, we don't really have, at least we don't know about it if we do, like a Ted Bundy.
You know something crazy? Okay, so statistically, I think like the FBI released like this report, like statistically, any given time in any given period, even today's age in the US, there are like 300 operating serial killers or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like it's like
fun to know.
It's like today's technology.
It's a fun statistic.
Yeah, fun fact. Today's technology could make it harder for them and easier for us to catch them and like to kind of band together and figure out like, oh, that murder happened here, it happened here, it happened here. These are all the same type of murder, serial killer. Also, the same type of technology could make it easier for them to get away with it. And like the historical documents,
Never thought of that.
The historical documents of like serial killers before them getting caught, certain things that they could do to like evade the system and evade like police capture.
You think now it's easier?
I think to a degree, like obviously, like the further back you go, the easier it is. Like H.H. Holmes, like the man wasn't found out to be like that, like what he was until way after his death. But like here, like we finally found BTK, and we found him in the mid 2000s, I think, and he operated in the 70s or 80s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, if you because of all like the documentaries and all like just the documentation of serial killers up to this point and how they got caught, how you could avoid getting caught. FBI agents on Reddit saying like, "Oh yeah, if you do this, we won't know how to find you." Like, if they're smart enough to look in the right places, they could get away with it. Keep their DNA off of everything, and it's a scot-free crime. So because of that, like statistic, it's like 300 or so serial killers operating in the U.S. at any given time.
This is just pure bullshit, but I think that that probably is a thing, but it's probably the targets are specific people who aren't.
That's one thing too, because like back then, Ted Bundy only targeted like chicks that had brown hair and parted in the middle. But
that was because it was his type. But I'm saying people who aren't. So like they're not gonna. A serial killer is not gonna like walk up to somebody's nest, like somebody's door who has like a Ring fucking camera on the front of it.
Like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna clean your
Can
pipes
I come
out.
serial kill you?
And then he kills you, right?
Yeah,
because his face is on camera. So it's like I think if you I think like the majority of people take steps to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Don't walk alone at night.
I mean, look at my shit. I got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and even not just that, like go places in groups. Like there's like a lot of stuff things you can do to protect yourself. So like I think like especially in this day and age, if the serial killers are operating, they're having to target very specific demographics. Would you say that?
Yeah. The most successful in U.S. history was the Green River Killer, I think his name was. And he basically just targeted prostitutes, like all through wherever he was.
Yeah, the drugs of society.
Dude, it was like over 100 victims or something. And the guy was like, he was mentally challenged to a degree. Family life, had kids, like, oh, dude, involved in the church, like just the insane shit. But he would target prostitutes that, of course, like the police would not. If they were gone, nobody would ever notice.
Right.
So I guess if you could kind of continue that trend and also utilize social media and today's technology, you could get away with. Dude, there might be somebody lurking out there right now that has a 300 plus kill list.
Possibly you.
I only murder bad guys with a notebook.
And now we're full circle.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
This mic sounds so good, by the way. I can't believe like the range on this like variable D.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
It's crazy.
It's like that analog piece of equipment has some kind of like computer inside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a fucking bumblebee cack or whatever.
I mean, look at this.
Like Terminator.
Let me see that. Yeah, you like that?
You feeling good?
I feel pretty good, dude.
Good. I like it. Yeah, so
you know by this point, a decade knowing each other.
So today, yeah. So today's day, I think we would both say like we have families and stuff. We're not going to even like touch anything that is possibly incriminating.
So you too?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Even though like my even high school answer was kind of a like I'd probably be like a little bitch about
Kind of
it.
the same thing, yeah.
But that, I mean, that's who I've always been. You know what I mean?
Okay, what about well no, okay. Well no. Cuz for both of us, we married our high school sweethearts, so
Sort of. For me.
yeah. But we can't like there's no period in between where it might be okay, right?
Oh, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Like we never had like a bachelor life.
Yeah.
Neither one of us.
Nope.
Nah.
Shit. That's why Brandon was supposed to be on today's episode.
Yeah, that's a tough thing, dude. Like, I guess, yeah, man. Even though we have different opinions about stuff, a lot of our opinions are super close together.
Yeah.
So this podcast needs guests in order to have some
I mean, what the hell? Where are they?
Some pushback, some conversation,
some
fucking brand. You know what I'm saying?
And even next week, we won't get any pushback because Raul's gonna be on.
Yeah, he just. You know, I might have somebody also for next week.
Okay, cool.
But actually, never mind. Oh wait, we have 3 mics.
Dude, I have 1, 2, 3. I got another one inside there.
Okay,
So-
because I got these two brothers.
Two brothers.
They've been wanting to come on for a long time, but their schedule is tough.
Get them on.
I do jiu-jitsu with them. They fuck around a lot.
Raul, 2 brothers right there. Boom.
Yeah, that'd be
Easy,
great.
Yeah. I got mics out the ass, dude.
I just love the conviction in your
Out
face
the
with that.
ass, dude.
Out the
Out the ass.
So yeah, I guess that's final thoughts. You know,
Yeah.
final thoughts. I guess neither one of us. I mean, your high school fucking testosterone blood. You and your crew would probably
It's too crazy, man.
murder some like school bullies and shit. Maybe some shitty teachers.
Yeah. It Creech, the security guard. We'd probably murder that guy. Yeah, Creech.
His name was Creech.
What kind of last name is Creech? How?
Dude, what is he, a house elf?
Dude, it's so close to creep. Why would you ever keep that name, Creech? And he looked like a creep too. Like he was like this old balding white guy, kind of looked like Dobby a little bit, but way taller. And he was
a house elf.
Basically, yeah.
And he's like, Creech has no clothes.
Maybe we'd murder Creech.
Was he racist? Did he hate mudbloods?
No, he just caught us every time we tried to skip, so we'd probably kill him.
Hey, we had.
You know what I mean?
Our guy was named Boone.
Boone?
Yeah.
Creech and Boone.
He was Native American.
Really?
Which doesn't sound like it makes sense at all.
Yeah.
But I guess also it was like it was like 2008,
7,
8, 9.
Yeah.
All 3 of those years. But yeah, this guy would, if you try to like drive your car off of the parking lot, he would chase you down and if you gave him cigarettes, he would just let you do whatever the fuck you want.
Badass, yeah.
So like we would always like if we went to like Taco Bell and stuff, we would just bring him back a pack of cigarettes, and he would just be chill.
I didn't see you.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're like, you're the best parking lot attendant ever.
I would probably do that too.
And around the parking lot of my high school, there was these like metal things to keep you from like trying to like drive over the curb. And one of my buddies had like a Jeep with fucking like off road suspension and stuff. So we only did it like 3 or 4 times, but this was our senior year. He would just drive over all that bullshit. Like even the stuff to stop you from driving over the curb, he could drive over it. We were just
You're just like, yeah!
Yeah, and we would just go to Taco Bell and come back.
Yeah, we'd probably murder that guy, but yeah, it's not so, dude. It's so different. Like thinking about it from my mind space today.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Back then.
It's definitely hard to say.
Completely different person. Like I don't really believe that people change, over time, but I believe people like adjust over time. So like I can picture how I would probably react to that.
Oh my god!
But
I just remember something like way too real.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to get that real right now.
You've already had 2 what are they called? Mischiefs.
These
things are so good, by the way.
You know who I might kill?
Who?
Well, no. I don't think I should get into it.
Oh.
I'll just say there is somebody that I probably at that time would have killed.
There you go.
So we'll go with that.
I think that's the.
But it's very personal, and if it was just personal to myself, I would still say it because who cares? But it's personal to my family, so just out of respect for them, I'm just gonna.
There you go.
Not go into it.
That's one of the coolest things about Death Note is that on a personal level, it's so personable, right? Like everybody could picture who they would do that to, or like there's always like that first person or that first name that pops in your mind when you think about that because it's such a thought experiment. Like it's such it's a fantasy world. Like it's like put yourself in that position. There's always somebody that you can think of that you would do that to right off the bat. Even if you're not that type of person, there's a name that pops up every single time. And that's why Death Note works so well is because it plays on that personability, I guess that's the word. Because everybody can kind of relate to that. Everybody has somebody that they think would they think the world would be better without that person.
And it's also very gray because I think everybody who's sane would the thought after that thought is like I shouldn't kill that person. Like me personally shouldn't be the person to kill them.
Dude, even thinking about it now, like back then, my brain
you get off scot-free.
My brain was not. I don't know if I'd kill myself. Like if that were the case,
you'd kill yourself.
I don't know. Yeah, like thinking about my brain back then and like how smooth brained I was, like and just not up to date on all the facts. Like if I had killed, I think even one person mistakenly or based off of my stupid like point of view, and then I lived with it until today. I don't know.
Seppuku.
Maybe I'd kill myself. I don't know. Like that kind of shame is unbearable. I think I've never experienced anything like it, but I could almost imagine that you took the life of an innocent person or somebody that didn't deserve the punishment they received.
Even not even innocent. Maybe they weren't innocent, but maybe
they didn't deserve the punishment they received, right? Yeah, like that's a huge thing. So I don't think I could see myself today's age being able to live
Andy?
With that. Yeah, how'd you know? Is it the Lokes?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see him right now.
Good.
Maybe. Is he still at the house?
No, they're at the casinos right now.
Oh, fucking shit.
They took the RV. They took our tour bus, dude.
Our tour bus.
Dude, I was in it last night and I was like, oh, it smells like tour.
Hey, wait, did somebody say they don't want me to go on tour anymore?
Amanda.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
You mean somebody like in the band?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Amanda, she was like, wait.
She made me think that. I was like, oh, okay. Which I would understand. Because like,
just take it as it comes, right?
Too
like,
crazy.
Yeah. But. Well, no. I mean, God, I wish I had some drinks that day.
I know, right?
God.
Anyways, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how, but no, but that's a real thought that I think.
Let me tell you too. Like,
not only because I can strangle somebody to death with my hands, but also because I have guns.
What? Yeah. Shoot those goddamn kids that put sugar in your gas tank. Shoot them from the groin up.
I'm glad you brought that up because I mean,
would they be on the list?
Last time I talked about how I was like looking outside the window just to see if anybody was outside
so
my car.
So you could hurt them, yeah.
Yeah, and as horrible as that sounds, dude. Okay, so ever since I got licensed to carry, right? I've like gone through
ready to use it just in case.
Real like mental
gymnastics,
yeah, of if I did shoot somebody, it would be for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't just do it to flaunt my power. But I think I would still be, no matter what, I think if I killed anybody, I think no matter what, they're a terrible person, whatever, I think I would be conflicted no matter what. And I think that's just like something that I have inside of me. You know what I mean?
It's like ethereal, right? Like taking a life is something beyond this plane.
Yeah. And
something not meant for us, maybe?
This is terrible. This is also very personal. Man, I'm getting really personal, dude. You brought out the fucking
shit, dude. These things are what 8.5. Dude.
You brought the juice.
8.5. These are delicious.
You brought the juice.
Thank you so much, the brewery, for these mischiefs. 8.5% hoppy Belgian style ales, and it tastes like summer, dude.
Delicious summer. Hoppy.
Hoppy. Summer. Green.
Yeah. No, but I've realized like when I get like really sad, I get stone face. I get like emotional. I mean emotionless. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tour, dude. That's the biggest time to reveal who you are, like emotionally as a human being, huh? Well, not just that, but just in general.
Well, no. Whenever
tour is a sad time.
Yeah, it is. Like we've been away from people. But I feel like I was acting out on tour, because I was having a good time. No, but like
drunk every day.
With yeah, I was.
No, we were drunk every day.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. No, but like with like I've had a lot of recently family members, in hospital. A couple have died. Cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
And I go like stone face. I go like catatonic about it. And I don't know what that is about me personally, you know what I mean? But I think it might be like a defense mechanism. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the human nature not to want to feel as sad as you might, right? So, I mean, even thinking about like if you have family members that have recently suffered something bad, even going to visit them after that happened, and in the midst of the recovery, is still it's still a dark thing because they might not be the person that they were. They might not be what you expect them to be,
and they're in pain.
Yeah, so it's a very human interaction. Like it's a very human way to think about it because the last thing that we want to experience in our lives is sadness based off of something that happened to, our family, to our clan, right? Yeah. Because it's all based off the clan. Like, think about it. Like in the BC days, it's all about the clan. It's all about the family, right?
Yeah.
The moment something
happened. Who would you kill for?
Yeah.
Who would you write the name down in the notebook for?
Dude.
Your fam.
If it came down to that, oh shit, I would write so many names down. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like, I'd write so many names down.
And that's the one thing I will say. Like, I keep saying, like, oh, dude, I would be like a big pussy about it, and I'd be like worried about how I'd feel about killing somebody. Like, in the heat of any moment, or like not even, like if there's any kind of harm that is even remotely around my family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not just like my main family, That's like Natalie, my unborn daughter, obviously I would kill for them. But like I'm talking about my brother, talking about my dad, my mom.
Dude, I'm talking about my friends too. Like the people I consider like within my family. But like, okay, so if you feel the way you feel now, and there's always like that hopeful aspect too. Like, you know, when we have our kid, I'm going to do this for them. I'm going to feel this way. It means almost nothing until she's born. So the moment she's born, you're going to, it's going to actualize. Like, it's going to realize. You're going to be like, oh shit, this is what it's about. And the moment that happens, everything you think right now is heightened tenfold because, oh man, if it came down to like Orion, pick a name. Pick a name, I will write it down. Pick a million names, I will write
Alex
them down.
Soda.
I will write it down.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
You know what? Maybe after the fact, I might not be here much longer too, but like I will write them down.
It's okay, I get it.
Dude, you'll understand. It's so different. And that's one day I'll bring on parenthood like as an interest because it literally, if you're a sane human being, somebody who is not a psychopathic murderer, it will take you from
like Lito.
It will take you. Okay, so like you're a kid, right? Transitioned from a kid to a teenager.
I was never a kid.
From one plateau to the next, right?
Yeah.
From that plateau, you go into essentially adulthood, right? 3 plateaus so far. The moment you have a child and you are a sane human being who can essentially like afford to keep the child alive, it goes from this plateau to like 10 plateaus ahead of that. It is insane the jump that you make in maturity, I guess, or like love. I don't know how to explain it, but it's vastly different. My life before having my son is gone with the wind. Like none of that ever matters at all. None of that makes any
You're just
entrance
an animal.
into my life, dude. I'm very animalistic when it comes to that. Like when it comes to like the base instincts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I've always been like attuned to like the animalistic side of it. Yeah,
dude. Okay, in D&D, you would probably be a ranger.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about it, so I trust you on it.
Some rangers, you can have like a animal companion. You can have like a wolf that follows you around, and like you can tell it to do stuff.
Is that me? Am I the wolf?
No, you're not the wolf. You're the ranger who.
Oh, is that what I am?
No, you're
is that all I am to you, Alex?
You're in tune to nature, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you'd be like, I eat my mushrooms from my lawn, and I have a wolf that follows me around.
It is something else, my man. It is something else. Hey, that's technically not against Twitch's terms, TOS, because that is a snowman. That is a snow fixture.
Can you explain what we're watching for the audio only?
All right. So it's a chick gobbling on a snow protrusion.
There you go. Also, we haven't had to do this in a long time, but I think I need a pee break in the middle of this.
Let's go.
But hey, wait, real quick. Let's do our final thoughts, and then we'll get into what do you think of this.
All right. Me?
Final thoughts.
Oh, shit. Okay, so thinking about actually having the Death Note. Oh, my God. Right now, no. I'd give up. I would burn the book. Like, I'd give up the power. Like, it doesn't suit me. I don't
probably
need
would still
the
keep
book.
it.
Oh, dude.
I would probably keep it.
All right, let's revisit this after you have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before in high school, because we already established this, we didn't have like bachelor years, so there wasn't like an out of high school. I'm gonna slam all the puss I can, right? But in high school, shit, dude, I'd write down a lot of names that I would definitely regret later on. Definitely. But yeah, it's such. Okay, so going away from that, if you have not seen it or read it, go read or watch it because
yes, that's the major takeaway.
It is one of the best things creative wise, like in the artistic world in that medium, to exist. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you the differences between like the manga and the show?
I think you did, but I forgot.
Only the ending, right? So like
I can't wait.
Tiny little differences, but like the end of the show, when spoiler, when Light is found out by Nero and he's like got the watch or whatever, and they shoot him, and then he runs off and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make it out of here." And then like Ryuk is like, "Oh, it's time to write your name in the book." And he's on that staircase and he dies. No, okay. That's the show.
Yeah. That's what I remember.
Which kind of makes more sense with like his character development up to this point, right? Like he's a badass, right?
Yeah.
To this degree, like the guy has a god complex. He's not going to beg anybody. He's going to try and find his way out of the situation.
In the manga, he begs Ryuk.
In the manga, the moment he's found out, he turns to Ryuk and he's like, "Please save me. Do whatever you can to save me. I don't want to die. I'm so scared to die." And Ryuk, while he's tugging on Ryuk's like tattered clothes, Ryuk is like, "Sorry, bud," writes his name down.
Dang.
It's badass. Both of them work, right?
Yeah.
Like the show, they're both two different like realities of the same situation. Like you could totally see somebody being like, I'm a god. I'll find my way out of this. Dies on a staircase. The other one, oh shit. Now it's my mortality in question. I'm going to beg this god of death to save me.
Yeah.
Dies.
Damn.
No matter what. Like they both die. It's
And-
fantastic.
And,
dude.
the whole time, like Ryuk is telling him, like,
He told him at the
don't-
beginning.
Yeah.
He's like, when I'm bored of you, I will write your name in this notebook.
Yeah.
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 And by this point, the reason he's bored of him is because Light wrote himself into a corner.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he didn't anticipate Nero being nearly as smart as he was.
Yeah.
Significantly smarter than L.
Yeah.
So by that point, it's like, okay, Light's story is done. Let me go ahead and just take care of this whole thing. Cheers, my man. We're back.
Yeah. And we're back. We both peed. We're not used to drinking so much beer in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But alas, we're back.
Mr. Flamma, what's the name of that beer? You already told them. It's Mischief from the brewery. Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for
try it
joining
out,
the chat.
for sure.
I will have to try it, yeah. If you're in America, you should be able to buy it, I guess.
I don't know how
I
things
got
work.
it from Total Wine. Yeah.
I'm sure you can
I know.
import it if it's from other place.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, it's from Cali.
What?
Placentia, California is where the brewery is from.
Did you just say placenta is in my beer?
Yep. You know, it's a weird thing I said yesterday. I have a aunt who is a registered nurse, and we're talking about how Natalie loves beer, and she was like, "Well, do you plan on breastfeeding?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, you have to wait even longer." And my brother was like, "Yeah, she could just pump it out and throw it out, like the milk that has alcohol in it." And I was like, "Or I could drink it." I was like, "That milk with alcohol."
You like
And then-
milk?
Yeah, I like milk, but I've never had breast milk. I'm sure it tastes a little different.
Sweeter.
But you've tried it?
On accident.
No, you didn't. You tried it on purpose.
No.
Okay, anyways. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. But my mom was like, "What the hell?" And my aunt, who's a registered nurse, she was like, "Yeah, it's good for you."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah." So if Natalie drinks beer and while she's breastfeeding,
Yeah.
she pumps out the milk. It's milk that is good for me.
Vitamins.
Plus alcohol.
Vitalities.
What's not to love?
And alcohol.
So I probably, that sounds gross, but I probably, West Coast.
Hey, Mr. Flamma, West Coast. All right, my man. You
Well, there
can
you
probably grab this shit like right now. We got this shit from Total. We're in Texas, right? So we're in Dallas, Texas. We can grab this shit from Total Wine.
Total Wine
you could
has
probably
many
go
much imports.
right
and
down the goddamn street and pick it up right now.
You might know where this brewery's at.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's called The Brewery, but it's like, it's got a weird font to it.
The BRUERY brewery. So
Brewery, I
you
guess.
might know where they are. All right, my man. Are you ready? Wait, did we clap in?
Yes, we did. Yeah,
All right.
we're back.
All right, so final thoughts on Death Note?
Okay, yeah, you did your final thought. My
All right.
final thought is
All
on
right.
Death Note, would I kill people? Probably not. More likely when I was younger. If I got it as a high school kid, I might have a bit of a god complex, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't a genius as much as Leito was, but I feel like I thought pretty highly of my own knowledge. I feel like I thought that I was, Socrates.
A little above, right?
I was like the new Socrates. So, would I kill people? Probably not, maybe. Final answer.
All right. All right, my man. You ready for
Yeah, we got a shoe full of ramen over here.
Oh man, I want some ramen so bad.
Our favorite segment.
All right, man. What do you think about this? All right, seemed like a good idea at the time. Of course, Of course, r/what could go wrong. Am I right, boys?
Okay, audio only listeners. We have a open field. We have a man in a yellow shirt
And a dune buggy.
A dune buggy. That's attached to a parachute. So, and a propeller.
Don't lie, you've always thought about this. Because I have.
So, are they trying? They're trying to fly or what?
Oh, yeah. That's man's dream is to fly.
Oh, they've achieved liftoff.
Oh, shit, they're flying.
Wow.
Check that shit out.
I'm actually very impressed.
It's not bad, dude.
It's actually working.
It's actually working.
They have liftoff. They're flying.
They made it, dude.
Looks like, oh my God. Okay, so apparently they didn't do any test runs because they were able to achieve flight. They were not able to achieve enough flight. And they ran into a building.
Okay, so it looks like they're on, oh my God, like the track field of a high school, right? Look at these buildings,
yeah.
dude. This looks like a
Looks
school
like the
right
area
behind
in
them.
between like vacant lots.
Yeah. So it's just like a grassy plain. The guy's in a four-wheeler and he's got a parachute. And he actually achieved liftoff, and it's looking pretty good. Like perspective-wise, it looks like, oh, he's got so much time before he hits these gigantic buildings.
It also takes a grip.
Yeah. Oh, here he goes. And then he slams the doom buggy right into the top. But at the same time, what did you expect? How do you maneuver? How do you maneuver without wings?
That was my next comment was, does he have a lever to pull on that will give him upward lift?
There's no wings. Like there's nothing, no flaps.
He has a parachute above, and behind him a propeller, and below him wheels.
That's it. That's the whole thing that he has. And of course, he has no option to be able to change his direction. So he slams directly into that.
I didn't even think about that. I was thinking he can't change his direction upward, but he also can't change it at all. He can't turn.
Not a single bit, right?
He could turn his wheels, but what does that do?
What did you expect would happen without the ability to change your direction while flying directly into the...
These are modern day not right brothers.
Yeah, they're not right. The boys ain't
They're
right.
Wrong brothers,
You ever seen Life?
if you will.
This can't get right, sir.
No.
Because he can't get right.
Oh, yes, I have. Whoa, dude, that movie's so sad.
Classic. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay,
Life,
so...
you're talking about with
Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence? Yeah. What could go wrong if you don't let go of the zip line?
And boom boom room. Jang-a-lang.
I can make it.
Oh my! What the fuck, dude? Where is he trying to make it?
Straight into that pole. I guess.
Well, he did it. He made it. Can you explain this one? I can't do it.
All right.
It's too stupid.
Oh my God. So this translucent looking bitch is on a zip line.
Wait, you mean white?
He's over.
Racist.
It looks like dude, it's not even a lake. It's a creek.
Nope.
Like it's a swamp, right?
I
Basically.
barely call it a creek.
It's like a swamp. So he's like ziplining over this swamp. Oh, and the time frame for him to have let go to be safe is long gone.
It's gone.
So he just holds on and he keeps going.
But he yells, "I can do it! I can do
He's
it!"
like, I can do it. And the zip line, of course, is attached to the next like most structured thing around, which is a telephone pole.
Basically, yeah.
And he holds on until he slams directly into said telephone pole.
He never let go.
There he goes. He should let go now.
I can make it.
I can make it.
There's nothing there
never lets go.
for you to let go into besides the pole and the jagged rocks.
In the immortal words of A Day to Remember, he said he'll never let go, and he never did.
And he never did. I trust you on that because I don't know pop punk. All right, what could go wrong if I hold up this Land Cruiser? Check this out. Dude, I hate this shit. So I'm going to ask like your ethical opinion on this. Like if you think this is okay for somebody to do.
What I'm here
like,
for.
okay, so this guy right here, check him out.
Yeah, look at him.
He is protesting this Land Rover.
Why?
You see how he's like in between the bumper and the
wheels?
front tire? Yeah, the wheels.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, right?
Well, what is it? Is it? So he's just protesting the dude or what? They're obviously Mexican.
Are those MAGA hats? I don't know. All right, wait for it. Tired of your shit!
Oh, Jesus.
Huevón!
That's what you get, bro.
Okay.
¿Qué hace, huevón?
Okay, so that's what you get. That's your opinion. Like, he deserves...
Whoa, dude. Don't put opinions on me, bro.
So he deserves what happened to him is what you're saying, right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean...
I agree.
Like,
dude,
don't do that.
Don't hold somebody up. Don't stand...
But like, I mean, we don't know the context. We don't know why he's standing there.
Good point.
Like, it could be something stupid. Like
maybe he ran over somebody before that.
You know, I didn't think of that. I didn't even think of that.
But at the same time,
what if he's like, oh, your car wastes a lot of gas. I'm just gonna like stand in front of you to waste your time.
Why?
So fuck you.
The
right?
hell would you put yourself in between the bumper and the front wheel?
Just never put yourself in front of the wheel
of a 4x4. Why would you do that type of shit?
I think specifically the wheel is what the problem is, but by putting yourself in between the bumper and the wheel, now you're wedged. So it's not only that you're in front of the wheel, but you're also
you're done.
You also can't escape.
There's no way out of it. Alex,
you can't escape.
So when this bus passes, what happens? Ready?
So a bus passes by, he starts going forward, he says fucking they drive up his body to like his butt. They drive up his legs, up his whole legs, and then they stop and they go backwards.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that he deserves it. Don't you ever try and stop traffic.
As am I. What a deal.
Dude, and like,
Hey, okay, as a man with a pregnant wife, what if right behind that fucking Jeep was a pregnant couple trying to get to the hospital?
Yep.
And you're fucking holding them up.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You deserve to get your legs run over.
That's 100%. That's 100% true.
Get the fuck out the road.
What could go wrong if I try to walk off a... Okay, dude. If I could try to walk off a scooter, this is the most perfect video I've ever seen because it's short enough and it's like the span of time is just perfect. Okay, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ready for it.
Those two reasons were the same reason.
Ready? Here we go.
This guy's going down to the street on a scooter. This chick is going to... Oh. Jiffs that in too soon?
I mean, okay, the only thing that happens afterwards is she goes to the hospital to have a face replant.
Yeah, because her face is gone.
All right, so what happened? Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
That's your turn. What happened?
Okay, so,
Sir?
It's like the perfect panoramic shot. So, like, they're filming the street, and then they slowly pan over to the right. And as they're panning over to the right, you see this chick coming down on an electric scooter, right? And she's going super fast. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to step off the scooter. Face plant. Immediately. But you don't get to see what happens after that. Yeah. It's just a face plant. Boom. Stops.
Yep.
That's all you need to know.
And it's a face plant in the truest sense of the term.
Oh, dude. She slid. She
planted her face upon the concrete, and thus ends the GIF.
Yep. Okay, so alcoholic drug addict.
I mean, same.
In quotes, sober rapper thinks no one can tell how effed up he is while making this.
Dude, that's me while I do podcasts.
Oh yeah, dude. It's another bad music video.
From Russia? From Siberian
from
plane?
Here, dude.
508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
Do you not?
See where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rep no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners. Me and my crew will hit you with that right, left, leave you toothless.
What's terrible about this?
Yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this cup. We left your cats in the ambulance. Food stamps, leave your clothes, buddy, and damn.
Go check out the video live stream version if you want to see Justyn doing rap gestures.
508 is where I'm from.
Okay, Justyn.
Yeah. What's up?
As people who have dabbled in the industry, we know what's going on here, right?
Oh yeah.
And what we know is that this man separately recorded audio and separately recorded video.
Oh yeah.
And both of them are equally bad.
Oh yeah. So he is from Massachusetts. Okay. So that's the 508, right? So first and foremost, who is from Massachusetts besides Paul Revere? Nobody important to today's age.
Hey, you guys in the Twitch chat, can y'all fact check that for us? Get back to us.
Okay, so
here's the thing though.
He's high out of his mind too. Look at him.
He while recording video, yes, but seemingly also while he did the audio. And here's my thing, okay? I've never in person met somebody who was like tone deaf or whatever, but I know that those people are out there.
Oh yeah, they exist. Yeah.
And when I see stuff like this, I'm like, you put not a lot of money, but like you put some money into making these things.
Yep.
Right? So he went into a recording studio where nobody said, "Hey, that's bad." And he went up to a mic in the booth and was like, and he couldn't hear the difference, right? And he was like, "Cool, we got this track. Let's record a video for it." So then he's like, "I'm gonna get fucking stoned as hell, and I'm gonna record the video now." And nobody along this whole process was like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't spend $800 to film a fucking video where you're high out your mind and the song is trash anyway."
Especially if this is your song.
See, I'm repping that Madison Place media. My producer Dio likes the way I flow like an encyclopedia. Whack cats are on me.
Dude, you know what's so sad about that too?
Like a director from a dusty free lunch cafeteria. Central Mass is where I reside.
Dude, I can't do it.
Running hard, I can verify. That was statewide.
You know what's sad about that? Okay, you know Danny's favorite band, right?
Blood on the Dance Floor?
No, Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh yeah, Blood on the Dance.
So
Gavin
I've been
Dance
getting
Floor.
into it, right?
Yeah,
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Johnny Craig, right? That guy is really damn good.
The black guy?
What? No, the lead singer.
No.
No.
Well, it might have been
for like a little period of time.
It probably. So Danny told me
that is damn good.
Danny told me they've had like a few different lead singers.
Yeah.
The new guy is super poppy, and so that's the stuff that I've been getting into. But I've been noticing that their lyrics are kind of gibberish. Yeah. And for some reason, even though their lyrics are gibberish, they're much better than this.
Oh, yes, of course they are.
So what that leads me to believe is that you could say literally bullshit. If it's musical, it's better than non-musical. Like, what do I say?
Like this?
I'm just glad I survived. Time for me to put it in the overdrive, leaving these cats petrified, hitting you with the right hook.
Can I do this for you? Okay, I know like this has been a long episode, but we don't give a fuck. But hey, okay, I'm really into one of their newest song is called Headhunter. I want to read the lyrics to you guys.
Please.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Can we have a separate segment?
And while that's being pulled up,
in their hard drive, making these chumps taking nosedives, taking their girl and the
maybe that'll inspire you to go faster.
And know how bad he sounds.
Look at him.
It makes me feel bad too, dude. I feel like sorry for him, you know?
See, I'm from the 508. All the girls wanna take cheddar on a date, making them shake the hot cakes and drop it down like an earthquake.
His name is Cheddar.
Don't give me no heartbreak, I'll be her last mistake. See, I'm from Massachusetts. When I get in the booth, I'm a nuisance, spitting so fast I ain't got no more
Okay, so let me just say,
Making these
a
rappers
lot of
look
people
cool.
don't like this type of music, but you gotta admit that it's poppy and that it grooves. Okay,
right.
At the very least, you gotta admit that. But I just want to read out how ridiculous the lyrics are and how I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go into. This is Dance Gavin Dance, Headhunter.
All right, let me ask you a really important
Nope, this is an ad.
Imagine you just had 3 months. 3 months
You're like,
to
I
get
love
as
it.
shredded as possible.
Oh, he's getting
What would-
bigger. I remember that guy. What was that? You hate it already? Okay, so the lyrics so far are BLESSTHISSMESS. Will you bless this mess? He spells that out. Oh, I know, right? So he just spells it out. He spells it out and then he says it. So listen. THISS. Bless this mess. I mean, you can hear this part. Simple angel, perfect devil.
I can't hear that part.
Oh.
I won't hear that unless you explain it to me.
Can I come inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm feeling like larva. I'm frumpy like Martha. A 15-foot parka, I'll grow out my clothes. Eat till I'm sleepy, the muffins are beefy. A giant diamond, when you're blessed it shows. You ate it?
Oh, wow. Yeah. No.
Okay, so now the chorus.
100%.
The chorus, which I feel like is so groovy and bumps and I love it. It's poppy and groovy. I'm going to say it before so you can hear it while you listen.
Yeah, please.
It's
because I don't know what the hell else he's saying.
Wait, actually I forgot. I had brain fart again.
BLESSTHEMESS.
Okay, so he says, you wanted me to act out to make you feel much better. Let's take a sip of vodka. We'll battle underwater. You said you need a father. Well, baby, I'm a baller. All right.
Oh.
So that's the whole chorus.
All right.
Sounds ridiculous. Sounds random as fuck, right? But look, listen. To me, it kind of bumps. You know.
All right.
I'll never grow up.
It's the uh-ohs that speak to me the most.
I'll never grow up. So you guys get the point. What I'm trying to say is like these lyrics are garbage and this song sounds 10 times better than whatever he's doing.
Me, there's never excuses. I'll be damn right abusive. Please don't make me lose it. You know my boy Gio Gary produces it.
So yeah, so Dance Gavin Dance can make lyrics that are basically pure gibberish, and it'd be better.
They're still way better than this.
These guys. So that was a roundabout way of saying that.
That is the furthest that I have listened to that song, or the longest that I've listened to.
This is a new song.
This one?
Oh, that one.
No, this one.
That was rough, right?
No. It almost gets way too much. Yeah. Okay, so final clip of the week. All right, you guys are gonna have to live without clips of the week until we bring them back to you on the next show. You know what I'm saying?
Next week.
Oh, Joe Biden.
What?
Ex-VP himself, right?
Yep.
He's still called the vice president.
Joey B. That's what I call him.
Joey B. That's what he is. That's who he is. Joe Biden slips up in a speech recently. So the man is campaigning for president, right? So of course he's trying to appeal to all different crowds, all different sizes, all different colors. He's trying to make himself the president of the United States.
Excuse me, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Did you just say colors?
Joe Biden slips up in a speech, and I'll let you hear the rest of it. I don't want to give it away.
It's a video.
We should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids.
I get it.
I really mean it, but think how we
see what he did. Try to pull up.
Poor kids are just as talented and smart as white kids.
Yeah.
One more time. Let's go ahead and hear it again.
White kids aren't poor.
Let's go ahead and hear it again.
And he knew what he did. He immediately tried to
advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it.
I fuck with that.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids.
Wealthy kids.
No, I really mean it, but think
black
how we
kids.
think about it.
Think how we think about it. You know what?
He throws black kids in there too.
I know, right? Of course he has to. So the most
poor kids are just as wealthy as wealthy white kids.
The most important thing he said,
black kids.
The most important thing that he said was, "No, really think about it. This is how we think about it." Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, of course. Like, of course, you think about like white kids are obviously going to be like the most intellectual kids, right?
No, he says that as he's trying to backpedal.
Of course, yeah. But like at the same time, it's like I know what you're trying to get at, but you went at it the completely wrong way.
You know what's funny though? I don't think that.
Oh, there you go.
You know?
Yeah. I know what he's trying to get at.
I know. Yeah,
I know what he's trying to say.
I know it's a rhetoric
it's
or whatever.
Obviously, the completely incorrect way to go about saying that.
Okay, just quick. Just a quick little test of whatever. Who do you think are the smartest kids? 3?
The smartest kids.
Stop. Okay, we'll go with race. We're gonna get racial on this show.
Oh shit.
Okay, we're gonna go in on a 3 count. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got it in your mind?
Yep.
Okay. 3.
Whites probably.
God damn it.
Okay, so just by like
I was gonna say Asians.
Well, just by a pure numerical standpoint, there are more whites in the country than anybody else. So even if like only a percentage of those whites are the smartest, they're still going to outnumber the percentage of any other minority race in the country.
Did you know about that Harvard started making it harder for Asians to get in because too many of them were getting in?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because Asians were so good at getting in, so they're like, okay, for only
Too
Asians,
smart.
Your scores have to be even higher than other people's if you're Asian.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and they had like huge backlash. I'm sure they
Well,
changed
of course.
it. I'm sure they changed it now, but it was like this big whole thing that happened.
I did not even hear about that.
Yeah, because Asians are just steady killing the game.
Just too smart. They're too goddamn smart, taking over American jobs and colleges.
Yeah, they're like the credit equation.
And the teacher's like, that's exactly right.
I do the math.
He's like, that's exactly right. God
like a somebody, I do the math.
All right, that's a big ass episode 93 of Idiotsyncratic.
This episode was big ass.
Big ass. There's a lot of shit to cover in this episode. A lot of content. Oh shit, we did. I'm just about done with this too. I'm keeping up. I don't drink carbs. I don't eat carbs. I don't have carbs inside this body at all. But like this,
but you drink Topo Chico.
There's no carbs. You kidding me?
I mean, it's carbonated.
0. Didn't even think about that. All right, hey, it's idiotsyncratic.show if you want to go to whatever website that we host everything on. Every single thing that we have is hosted from idiotsyncratic.show. If you want to give us your money, it is patreon.com/idiotsyncratic.
Yeah, keep the lights on.
The absolute pleasure of enjoying some of that sweet, sweet Urban Alchemy blonde roast, baby.
Boy. Boy.
It is so good. It is so much that you have absolutely no choice but to be 100% aware and active of your surroundings and every single possible thing that exists around you because you're so alert.
So alert.
And it's so delicious. That's what it does for you.
It's that Guatemalan, it's that Costa Rican, it's that Brazilian.
Puts all of them in
got
the
those
same
beans.
place. You ever heard of that many beans in the same place? I don't think so.
And you guys want to know a fun fact? At Urban Alchemy, they don't turn away badges.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Like Starbucks might.
Just like Starbucks might, yeah. No badges being turned away at Urban Alchemy.
Yep.
If you get the chance, come on down to 403 East Main Street, Arlington, Texas.
Yep.
If you don't live here, come live here.
Come live here.
At least just for the coffee. Come on the show. Bring on 16 bags of coffee. Leave all 16 with us. Get off the show. You don't get the chance to actually be on the show, but you can leave the coffee here for us.
Order a Tony's Pick and tell them the idiots sent you.
Let them know the idiots sent you. And,
they'll know what it means.
Again, if you want to give us your money, it's patreon.com/idiotsyncratic. We're also on Spotify. Check us out at Idiotsyncratic. Type in Idiotsyncratic or Idiotsyncratic Podcast in Google, and you'll find us.
Yep.
And we are everywhere.
Everywhere you can find, in any place.
Every single last place.
Every place, any
that
place.
you can possibly
We're branching off into TikTok now, too.
Oh, shit, are we?
Maybe.
Is that happening?
I don't know.